And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome out to Justin F. Carresso Stadium in the campus of Defiance College. Jim Bellamy and Randy Roberts here to bring you Homecoming Saturday on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. And Randy, it's they've already kind of started the festivities. Garrett was doing the public address, and they announced the homecoming court. And our kicker, Mr. Sanchez, was the homecoming king this year, so that was kind of a cool wrinkle.
Yeah, congratulations to Zeke Sanchez being named as the homecoming king this year, but looking forward to always a special day at homecoming here at Defiance College.
Absolutely, and they welcome in the Manchester Spartans. The Spartans come in from the Heartland Conference. They have yet to win a game this season, but we saw that same situation last week where we made an incorrect assumption about a team that had yet to win a game, and the results, unfortunately, did not turn out as we had anticipated, Randy.
Yeah, and something that we're probably going to hear from the coach in just a couple of minutes. We talked about that, and he brought up the same thing, mentioning Manchester. You know, the fact that this is a winless team, still some things you got to look out for. I think they learned their lesson last week against Siena Heights. Mentioned it in the Crescent News when they talked to him after the game, and he also brought it up with us, like, hey, that's on me. You know, I run this program. It's my job to get them prepared. They were not prepared the way I wanted them to be. You know, Saturday was a letdown. We're going to make sure that doesn't happen again today.
And we'll look at the opponent first, the Manchester Spartans, again from the Heartland Conference in D3, a former Defiance yearly opponent, and perhaps they'll remain on the schedule while they get things kind of worked out as a non-conference opponent. But they fell last week to Kalamazoo from the MIAA 55-0. Kind of a tough day. They gave up 414 yards of offense from the Hornets, and the Spartans only had 106 yards on offense. And so it was a tough day for the Spartans, Randy, at home. Really weren't able to get anything going.
Yeah, it's been a struggle, and that's really been the name of the game for them this year. Is just they find themselves kind of spinning their wheels a lot offensively, and I'm sure they probably saw what happened last week, and they're thinking they can come in here and get on track against a Defiance defense that wasn't at their best last week against Siena Heights.
As you mentioned, Randy, Siena Heights came to town last week for the second of three consecutive home contests for the Jackets, and they really dominated Defiance College to the tune of 52-7. They held a 17-0 lead at halftime, did the Saints, and they poured on 35 in the second half to pull away. But that first half was not without its opportunities. The Jackets had the ball late in the first half, had a chance to score and cut the lead to 10, and then they received the opening kickoff to start the second half. So they really did have their opportunities, just couldn't take advantage of them.
Yeah, that was one thing we talked about in the pregame last week was we saw the numbers for Siena Heights, how much they turned the football over. And I think if you were Defiance, and I think we were guilty of mentioning it too and thinking about it, like you were just kind of waiting for that mistake to happen for Siena Heights. It gave Defiance the opportunities, like you said, Jim. 17-0, you forced was a fumble, I believe, and you're thinking, okay, this is where it starts. You get the touchdown, get back into it. Just unable to capitalize the two mistakes that Siena Heights gave them, and then it kind of snowballed that second half. Siena Heights kept the pressure on. Defiance, as we said, is what Coach Nickell will say here, just didn't match it, and that led to the game getting out of hand.
And who better to break last week's game down than Coach Bill Nickell? We had a chance to have a conversation with the coach. We'll play that for you right now on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
And welcome to another conversation with the coach, Jim Bellamy and Randy Roberts on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. And, Coach, how's it going today?
Doing well today.
Good. Well, let's get right into the questions for you.
Okay.
First one, in the first half, there were some opportunities to cut into the Siena Heights lead, but unfortunately they did not materialize. Let's just talk about some of those opportunities and maybe how we can kind of overcome that going forward.
Yeah, we faced quite a bit of adversity last week, just going even into the game. I mean, we had a bunch of injuries. We had a bunch of guys earning their first start last week, and I'm not making excuses for our performance. We did have opportunities to be able to go out there and win the game and compete better than we did. I take full responsibility for that performance of our guys, and we got to be able to finish drives. We got to be able to hold on to the football, take care of the football. We just didn't execute very well, point blank, to be honest with you. A couple bright spots. Our defensive line was able to get to the quarterback a few times, and we caused some turnovers. Just offensively, we weren't able to take advantage of that situation. So I do believe that we've gotten back to the fundamentals. We've had a physical week of practice thus far, and I think we should be ready to rock on Saturday.
Yeah, you talked about the turnovers, Coach, and you're looking at a 17-0 game. You get a chance. You force the fumble, I think it was. You get the ball. Maybe you get a chance to score with getting the kickoff of the second half. That could have been a completely different football game.
Yep, 100%. That's we had the momentum going into it. Jelani fell a little weird, got a little dinged up. Probably should have called a timeout. Looking at it, hindsight's 20/20, of course. But I wanted to keep that momentum and being able to punch it in there towards the end. But we didn't, and we didn't have great ball security. And what happened. So, and we lost momentum. And when you are a young team, dealing with adversity, sometimes it takes you a whole game to respond back to it, as opposed to it being one bad play and being able to answer the next play, or even series by series or half by half. Sometimes you got to go back and see the film for those guys to realize, oh man, for them to get out of that quicksand. You know what I mean? But we just weren't able to respond the way that we should. And again, that's all me. That's not the kids. That's me getting those guys prepared.
Coach, the run game had some trouble getting going last week. How much of an impact did the changes to the offensive line have overall?
Quite a bit, to be honest with you. We were down. We lost our starting left guard going into the game. Still feel good about the 5 that we started with, and then our right tackle went down as well. So we had in 4 games we've had 4 different starting lineups on the offensive line, and then losing guys during the game too caused us some issues. Not that those other guys aren't prepared or capable of being there, but there is a lot to be said about 5 guys working together consistently throughout a week, and the communication and the fronts that they're seeing. And, you throw somebody else in there that hasn't necessarily, been practicing with the whole crew at the same time, but also earning the first couple snaps of experience, when you're in a game and you're pushing, trying to make a comeback. And, one bad play is all it takes sometimes, that you're 3 and out, you give up a sack, you give up a turnover, whatever it is. And we just weren't able to recover from that.
So how are the injuries looking, not only to the offensive line, but, you talked about, the quarterback problems too that you've dealt with. So how's your team getting? Are they getting a little bit healthier now?
Yes, we are getting healthier. It happens every season to every team in the country. You never finish with the same guys that you start with. Luckily for us, we do have our guys coming back. Vashawn Palmer should be back this week at safety, which is going to help us out quite a bit. Gabriel Bookman, who was an all-conference tackle for us last year, should be coming back this week over at right tackle, so we should see him back. Bryce Copeland has now a full game of starting at center for us. What's good for Copeland being in there as a freshman too is he has 2 fifth-year seniors right next to him that have played a lot of football, being able to communicate with him and being able to adjust on the fly. So still feel good about what we have coming back. We are getting healthier, and, Jelani is ready to rock too. So we should be good.
So does this mean Copeland's going to take over at center? Is there going to stick with a guard position, or what's your plan for the line there?
That is our initial plan right now. You have to play the best 11 that you can. An offensive line is a team within the team, so it's about getting the best 5 on the field, right? We joke around. We say everybody's a center. Not everybody's a tackle, though. So however we can make that work. All of our guys work on snapping all the time. I learned that early on in my career. We had a bad experience where we had a center that was hurt, and we had to adjust a lot of our offense to have somebody that could shotgun snap. So everybody knows how to snap on our offense.
That was the point I was going to bring up. It's a special skill being out of the shotgun, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it is different.
Coach, speaking of that, kind of on that same line, circumstances led to some new faces on the offensive side of the ball, but boy, Wingfield and Caleb Johnson both had some pretty good games.
Yeah, 100%. They both did. Caleb was a guy that's been injured the first couple weeks. We just started getting him back last week. So he's ready to rock here. Wingfield was playing on a sprained ankle in addition to last week, and was still able to make some plays. So, he's a great addition to our team. We're excited to have him.
Let's see. It's flipping the script to the defensive side of the ball. Cody Johnson. We sound like a broken record, but he led the team in tackles again. So that was another big game for the linebacker.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cody's a great player for us. What we're able to do defensively And hats off to Siena Heights. I mean, they had a great game plan going in. We threw everything but the kitchen sink at them, trying to be able to stop the run game. Cody was flying around sideline to sideline and a variety of different fronts and looks, and he did a really good job for us, and we expect him to do it again this week.
Yeah, Siena Heights had that little scat back, which is what caused the most problems for you guys with it. Was it just his quickness and speed?
Yeah, I mean, he's a good football player. Offensive line-wise, what they were doing, they were able to cover us up and just be able to give him – he was very patient back, was able to find the holes and be able to make things happen. Schematically, what they were doing, too, with some of the RPO situations, put some guys in conflict, so we weren't able to get the extra hat into the box. So they had a numbers advantage quite often, and that's something that we have fixed now.
We'll take a break, actually, from the field, and we'll kind of go a little off-center, off-script on this next question. I noticed that on your social media, the team did some work in the community earlier this week. How'd that come about?
Oh, we spent a bunch of time, as much time as we can, actually giving back. You know, we see our roles as college coaches and college football players. It's a gift, and we want to be able to give things back. It's a phenomenal opportunity. You know, we expect a lot out of ourselves, and we want to be able to give it back as much as we can. So we have a very good relationship with the city of Defiance. And there was a big festival here last weekend, so we helped set up and also helped tear down and move a bunch of tables and everything else after the festival. So we were out there on the streets at 6 a.m. instead of lifting on Monday, which we normally do at 6 a.m. So we were out there still getting a lift in, but just a little bit different. You know, being able to give back is something that I have – it's very important to me. You know, when we have an opportunity to go out there and do that, we want to do it. So we call it our Scoring Off the Field initiative. We have a goal of 1,000 hours of community service each year. The last 2 years, we've been well above that, and we plan to do the same again here this year, too.
Coach, it's homecoming week, and the Spartans come to town looking for revenge, having lost 2 in a row to you guys.
Yep.
What do you see from them after looking at some game film?
I tell you, they are a talented team. It's interesting when you look at them. They're either seniors or freshmen, you know, so very similar to us, to be honest with you. And, you know, Coach Hunt's done a good job taking over that program last year, and I understand I'm in similar shoes when you're looking to rebuild a program. And, you know, he does a great job with those guys. You see them when you have a young and inexperienced team, there's some inconsistencies for each game, but also there's growth that you see. So they could look like a different team this week when they come to our house as opposed to they did, you know, 2 weeks ago at their last game. And they've had 2 weeks to prepare for us as well. So I think they're talented. I think they do a good job. Number 13 was National Player of the Week a few times last year. Very good at getting to the quarterback. They have a senior tailback, a couple senior offensive linemen, and they're a hungry team too. You know, just like us. So they're gonna show up here ready to play, and you know, it'll be a good matchup.
Oh, like Jim mentioned, it's homecoming for you guys too. So how do you deal with a lot of, obviously campus is buzzing with everything going on, but is it a little different trying to focus on the game with, you know, they're going to bring it, you know, the Hall of Famers come in, you have the old teams are going to get back together. What's just the week like heading into the game?
We try to keep our processes the same as much as possible. You know, all of our practices are open practices, so we have people out watching our practices most of the time anyway. You know, I don't think it's extra pressure or anything like that. If anything, it's more guys coming around that have actually been in their shoes, that appreciate what they're doing and respect what they're doing. And, you know, it's always great to have alumni back, and we respect them and we want them to be as involved as much as possible. So homecoming is great because you get more of that, you know. So our kids are excited to go out there and go and play, and we are excited to have everybody back here on campus too.
All right. Well, best of luck to you at homecoming, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And Randy, Coach did a good job of breaking down last week's game and kind of give us a little insight as to what to expect from looking at some game film from Manchester, and we're going to get to see the Manchester offense right away.
Yeah, the thing I like the most about listening to Coach Nickell, and I know this is the second year he's been here, but really our first opportunity to spend a lot of time getting the chance to talk to him is there's been other games, right, where it's been blown out and it's been right? We didn't play well. We weren't prepared. There was no we when we talked to Coach Nickell. I didn't get this team ready. I didn't do my job. He knows that falls on him. And I think we're going to see a different Defiance College team here today.
I completely agree. And you remarked, Randy, we look out to the home crowd. A lot of people here today. The stands are continuing to fill up, and that's always a great sight to see. Manchester comes in from a little ways away, so the crowd's a little more sparse on that side, but we'll make up for it with our energy and enthusiasm on this side. So get ready to tee this one off. Jackets will kick off to start the game, which means potentially the Manchester Spartans offense will hit the field first. But the Jackets have done a good job of forcing turnovers on those opening kickoffs.
Yeah, Manchester won the toss and wanted the football right away, so they've seen something against this DC defense. They wanted to send their offense out on the field first.
Kicking it deep into the end zone. This will be a touchback, so Sparties will have the ball starting at the 25. And it'll be first down and 10 for Manchester. Randy, let's take a look at the Spartans offense.
Yeah, this is a veteran group that has quite a bit of experience. You got a fifth-year quarterback, Andrew Romero, coming back, a senior wide receiver that he's looking to throw to, Brett Woolsey, another fifth-year guy, a lot of experience up front on the offensive line. So you see there's a ton of guys with a ton of playing time on this Manchester offense.
And the Spartans, again, come in winless so far this season, but we saw that same script last week where we saw a team that underperformed the week before in kind of a lopsided loss as they marked the ball from the 20 to the 25, which is where it is supposed to begin. So that's where the Spartans will take their first snap. But we saw this same script happen last week, Randy, where a team really underperformed the week prior, and then they come out and they look like a completely different team. So Spartans hand off on first down and get no gain tackle just behind the line of scrimmage. Good stop by the Jackets front and a good way to start this game.
Yeah, and you're going to see a Defiance defense. We get the chance to take a look at that lineup when we have the moment. They did make a few changes, a team that is slowly starting to get a little bit healthier. They are going to be without Isaiah Watts. Watts listed as a starter is out today, so Braden Burkholz is going to fill into that spot and basically become a third linebacker on the field.
But you get Vashon Palmer back, which is a good thing. Here's a scramble. Coming up, good, sure tackle right there. Not trying for the strip, just trying for the takedown. So short gain there on second down, and it'll bring up a third and about 7 for the Spartans.
Yeah, just to button up the Defiance defense. One change at linebacker also. Tyshawn Woodson, a freshman, gets the start over Antonio Rosser. And Fernando Sambria Neves gets the start at defensive tackles. Justin Austin not in today, but you do have a healthy Richard Pope IV and a healthy Dominic Harris and Davison LeConte as well.
Intercepted by the Jackets on the deep pass. Return to the 50, to the 45, the 40, 35, 30. Stiff arms a man at the 30. Helmet comes off, doesn't matter. Flag comes in late. We'll see if this penalty is against the Spartans, but that's a great way to start for the defense. An interception on a deep thrown ball into double coverage.
Yeah, I believe that was Caleb Gabus, number 15, comes away with the pick for Defiance. Just a nice job, and then turned into an offensive player there with the open field. And on a great return, we'll see what the penalty is here.
That'll tack on 15 to the end of that run, and it'll give the Jackets a first down in the red zone, which you'll take all day long if you're Coach Bill Nickell.
Yeah, it's a tough one for Manchester. So Defiance really with a golden opportunity here. So got to be able, it's what we talked about last week with Siena Heights, right? Siena Heights gave the Jackets a couple opportunities, couldn't cash in. Defiance has got to be able to find a way to score points here inside the 20-yard line.
Not just points, Randy. I think you and I are thinking the same thing. It's got to be touchdowns.
That's right.
Warren in at quarterback with an empty set. 5 wide receivers, 3 to the far side. Safe pass inside the 10 to the 5. Dragging tacklers inside the 5. And they'll be down at about the 4-yard line, close to that first down. They're actually going to give them the first down. It'll bring up a first and goal.
Yeah, Jelani's finding Jalen. That's something that we've always thought would be a big connection. That might be a big one today. Also good to see Cooper Sloan back in the backfield. Didn't play his best. Might have been a little banged up last week.
Hand off to Sloan. Sloan up the middle. Sloan pushing the pile inside the 3 down to the 2. looked like he had a shot to take that all the way in. So a good job by the defensive front of Manchester to make that shoe top tackle and keep him from getting into the end zone.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to be close, like you said, and just a momentarily save here, but we'll see what happens.
Sending in a late substitution, that's Spurlock, number 86. He'll serve as, well, he's going to stay on the end of the line like a tight end. Listed as a running back. 3 running backs, nearly a false start right there. Handoff to Sloan. Sloan drives the legs. Sloan is in for the touchdown.
Yeah, like you said, I saw the same thing you did too. You saw, I think it was one of the fullbacks or H-backs kind of leaning a little bit. You thought there was going to be the penalty here. We're going to take a look at the replay, see if we can catch who it was. See
on
if you
the right
see
side
him
of the
kind of,
quarterback.
yeah, ooh,
There it is.
got away with one.
Yeah, got away with one right there. No call, though, and Sloan takes it into the end zone. The Jackets did exactly what they needed to do on that drive. Put that ball in the end zone and give themselves a 6-0 lead as Sanchez boots the extra point up, and it is good. Then the Defiance College scoreboard shows it 7-0 with just 12:22 to play. So the Spartans won the toss and elected to receive, promptly turned it over, and the Jackets cashed in right away.
Yeah, it's big for Defiance again, coming off the game last week. Needed to see them do something well, force the turnover, and able to turn it into a touchdown. So good start for the Jackets for homecoming.
Mercy Health is a proud sponsor of Defiance College Athletics. Mercy Health offers high-quality health care you need and the compassion you deserve. Our expert doctors, nurses, and caregivers are committed to helping you be well in mind, body, and spirit. So a touchdown on the opening drive for the Jackets off the turnover. The penalty pushed them almost into the red zone, and a couple of nice plays, a quick pass, and some nice running by Cooper Sloan gets that ball into the end zone, and the Jackets take a 7-0 lead, and the wind wreaking havoc again just a little bit with the kicking game right there. He'll have to tee this one up the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, it's the second time we saw this on the opening kick. A ball gets blown off the tee. Just a little bit of a crosswind, it looks like.
But unlike the pros when this happens, this Jackets player is eligible to stay on the field and go ahead and make a play. Waiting to tee it up. Here we go. Good deep kick into the end zone and out of the end zone. So a touchback will bring the ball out to the 25 again for the Spartans, where we'll see if the Jackets defense can once again force a turnover here against Manchester.
Yeah, it's Gregory Preston. He's a freshman kicker. He's been, I don't want to say a surprise. I know surprise is a nice word, but it's an added element with what he's able to do on the special teams unit. We've seen Defiance give up some big returns, so when you have a kicker who's able to blast that into the end zone and limit what teams can do for returns, it's been a huge boost for the Jackets.
So first down for Manchester at their 25. Running back next to the quarterback. He'll take the handoff roll to his left. Good solid tackle behind the line of scrimmage. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but he'll get nothing else. Good tackle right there by Kyron Hawkins, the freshman defensive back.
Yeah, big play, able to come up, read that well, and was able to undercut the back and hold them to what looks like no gain on the play.
Mark it at the 25, second down and 10. Jackets defense doing a good job, and the Spartans really kind of looking for that spark right now. They've tried up the middle. Up the middle did not work the first time. Now they tried a sweep going on left end. That did not work. So let's see if they force them to become more one-dimensional. And they do get into the passing situation, and he's tackled back at the 20 for a 5-yard loss. I think Pope was in on the tackle along with others.
Yeah, just bringing pressure straight up the middle, and a good job by Defiance. Just sending more guys than Manchester can block. And you saw Romero try to get out of trouble there. Wanted to step up and find somewhere to go, but when he stepped up, the pocket went with him. Led to the big loss.
Andrew Romero back in the pistol. Running back behind him, 3 wide receivers to the far side. Pressure coming off the edge. Romero will scramble. He's got some room, but he's going to be bottled up They're not going to let him cut back. Good defense there to force him to stretch it out and continually run east and west as opposed to being able to cut back.
Yeah, really nice job. The guy we mentioned stepping up to the starting lineup today, Tyshawn Woodson, the linebacker, number 58. Good pursuit. Came from over the middle of the field. When he saw that Romero was going to roll out, he was able to give pursuit, limit it to a short gain. Is how many times have we seen over the years people do that on Defiance, cut up field, and able to convert on big plays like that. But nice job by Woodson to limit that and force the punt.
So the kick is coming for Manchester with 10:24 to play. This one nearly blocked. Kicking into the wind. No fair catch. Oh, he did signal fair catch.
It was a half-hearted fair catch. So Dasman, I don't know if we'll be able to see the replay, but you're going to see the arm doesn't go completely over the head, but he did wave enough where it looked like they were going to call it. Yeah, it was chest high, but the officials said it was enough of one where they're going to give up the fair catch.
Call the play as it stands. So Jackets have the ball in their second possession at the 40-yard line of Defiance College. The Defiance College scoreboard shows it 7-0 Jackets lead. This is Jackets' second possession of the first quarter with 10:18 to play in quarter number one. Man in motion. They give him the ball on the sweep. Rolling to his right up to the 45, close to the 46, which is where they'll mark him down. That'll be a gain of about 5, maybe 6 on the play, and the Jackets will run some hurry up.
Yeah, I believe that was Tristan Thompson, number 9, freshman receiver, just getting different guys' looks here. The same thing you see Cam Turner, coming in at quarterback or a running back. I'll get everything straight here, I promise. Just a guy that has really stepped up early in the season.
He gets close to the line of scrimmage. They'll call him losing a yard. They'll bring up a 3rd and 5 here for the Jackets with just about 9.5 to play in quarter number one. Warren's ready for the snap. It's free play as the Spartans were offsides. They can take a deep shot here. And it's going to be close to a first down. Really close on this offsides.
The 5-yard walk-off should give them enough. It should be 3rd and 5, so 5-yard penalty would be enough.
Waiting to confirm, but I don't think there's any doubt this was an offsides on the Spartans.
Offside, defense, number 57. 5-yard penalty will reserve.
So Marquez Washington from South Bend, Indiana, the guilty party right there. And the 5-yard walk-off, as Randy said, will result in a Jackets first down to midfield. Two wide receivers to each side for the Jackets here, with Turner in the backfield. Warren in the pistol look. Man in motion, fake the sweep. Short pass. They'll get about 5, close to 5 out of that one. They'll mark him actually at the 46-yard line, so we'll call it a gain of 4 on first down.
Looked like they're trying to set up the tunnel screen for Caleb Johnson. Had some blockers in front of him. Manchester was able to read that fairly well, make their way through the blockers, and hold Johnson to just a short gain.
Bunched wide receivers to the near side on second down. Pressure coming from behind. Steps up in the pocket, fires a deep pass into double coverage downfield. A lot of contact down there, but no call.
Yeah, throwing that one into a tough coverage, like you said, Jim, and just trying to let his playmakers try to step up and make some plays. But flag down.
Way in the backfield.
Yeah.
And they're going to mark the penalty flag actually at the line of scrimmage.
Offense, number 52. 10-yard penalty from the previous
10-yard
spot.
penalty will be assessed against the Jackets, and that'll be Aiden Burke, the junior out of Indianapolis. The only time an offensive lineman wants to hear his name called, Randy, is in the opening introductions or if he's making a critical block. And unfortunately, in this case, he's being called for a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, that one's going to be tough. So it's going to really back the Jackets up here offensively.
So a 2nd and 16 for the Jackets. Warren scrambles. Pass complete. Going to be close to a first down. They needed to get to the 40, and they get to the 39. So that's good enough for A Yellow Jackets first down.
Yeah, finding Tristan Thomas again, a freshman wide receiver, stepped up here, and he's had a couple of receptions early on. And second and long, that holding penalty didn't really hurt the Jackets too much.
So the passing game has been going. The running game got going on the short yardage situation. Everything seems to be working harmoniously so far. Here's a play action. Warren scrambles to his right. He's going to take off running. He's got some room down the right side. Gets inside the 35, close to the 34-yard line. About 5, maybe 6 on first down there.
Yeah, it's good to see Jelani able to scramble again. Just good to see him back. Missed some time last week. He suffered what looked like could have been a really bad concussion-type injury. He took a couple shots to the head. Good to see him back and another player at full strength.
Pop pass, big-time gain. Williams with the run, and we've called Devion Williams' name a lot so far this season. He's been another underclassman who's really stepped up.
Yeah, just we talked about a lot of other teams coming and showing off their speed. Devion Williams, that guy for Defiance with it. Just kind of the new way to run the jet sweep, right? With that little pop pass we see everyone do now. Guy comes in motion, gets it to him, and he's just able to turn the corner and head upfield.
And the one thing the Spartans weren't able to do there is set the edge, so he was able to get to the outside and then commit to running north and south. Stepping up in the pocket, good pursuit by the linebacker there for the Spartans, keeping Warren from getting a better gain. That's Jalen Grimes, number 13, out of Golds, Florida.
Yeah, it looked like, I don't know if that was going to be a design run the entire way, but you saw Jelani step back, and it was kind of a quick 1-2. Didn't see anything, took off, and like you said, Grimes realized that, crashed in from that. It almost looks like that hybrid. You see the Bosa brothers play this position in the pro ranks, right? That D-end, outside linebacker type, rush guy.
Handoff going up the middle.
Yeah, just another.
Jackets Turner again with the carry, and he'll get up to the 15-yard line. So the Jackets once again in the red area, this time with a big 3rd down and 5 for. This is a bigger 3rd down, I think, for the Spartans defense, but it's also a big 3rd down for the Jackets offense, looking to extend that 7-point lead.
Yeah, that was just a shoe top tackle. Manchester's had a couple of those today where someone hits the hole and it's just someone's able to reach in with one arm, kind of knock a leg free and just kind of knock them down. There hasn't been a lot of solid tackling, just enough to knock guys off their feet.
Warren on a designed run rolls to his left. He's going to be close to that first down, and it's decision time for Coach Bill Nickell.
Yeah, you see him,
like
keeping his offense on the field. Yeah, you want to do. Boy, at first, when you saw the official go back to the down box, that looked a lot closer than where the box is located. And I think you can just see it just off the top of your screen. This looked like a 4th and 1, and it looked like Defiance might get 5. Yeah, Defiance might get 5 free yards here.
They tried a late sub. Jackets did not make a substitution, so there is no, one team subs, the other team has to have the opportunity to do in kind. I think Spartans tried to sub out at the last second. We'll see if that's indeed the call.
PR penalty results in a first down.
Yep, that is the you heard some of it, but that was the call. He gave the
illegal substitution.
Yeah.
So the Jackets with a very heady play right there.
Try to do that. See, shouldn't make fun of it.
It's like talking in Morse code almost.
Right.
We get the syllabic version.
Dot.
But we heard enough to know that it's a Jackets first down, and that's critical as we dip under 5 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. Jackets with a goal-to-go situation at the 5. Turner in the backfield next to Warren, man in motion. Fake the handoff, going for the corner. We got a flag on the play, though. We'll see if this is pass interference. If it is, this will be another automatic first down with the ball positioned at, I believe, the 2.
Yeah, I believe trying to go to Caleb Johnson in the corner of the end zone. And we'll have to see if Victorino, senior defensive back, number 3 for Manchester. Is there a little bit of contact?
FAR official already signaled pass interference against the defense.
Play. Illegal shift of the offense. Pass interference of the defense, number 5.
Okay, so we get offsetting penalties, and it'll wouldn't have been much of a boon or bust for either team, as the ball's already at the 5. So moving it up a couple yards, not really a make or break on this drive, but it remains first down for the Jackets at the 5-yard line. You'll take that if you're Coach Bill Nickell.
Yeah, it's just a redo, right? So it's the incomplete pass doesn't exist, and you just get to do it all over again.
So they faked the run on first down, took the pass to the corner there as we send 2 men in motion. They'll have to reset for a beat before they snap, and they do.
Yeah, they're going to overload to that right side. They're going to run that way.
Turner said the ball was down. He tried to reach it across the goal line and end up coming out, but the ground cannot cause the fumble. So no harm, no foul for the Jackets there. As the hip was down, the ground caused the ball to leak out, and Turner gets the ball down to the 1-yard line where it will be second and goal. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, he clearly was down when that ball popped out.
See what the Jackets do on second and goal from the 1. Under center for Warren here with Turner in the backfield. Wide receiver bunched to the near side.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was be an indication it was going to be a quarterback sneak.
Touchdown, Jackets on the run by Cam Turner. Cameron Turner runs it in. And the Jackets extend their lead to 13-0 on the Defiance College scoreboard. You see the handoff straight up. Only needed 3 feet, and he got probably about 4 to 5 feet there and punched it in.
Yeah, just good, solid football out of Defiance. One of those things that they've had trouble with. You can line up. Everyone knows what everyone knows what the play is going to be there,
Absolutely.
right? And still able to get the yard they needed. A big touchdown for the Jackets.
So 13-0 your score in the Defiance College scoreboard. Zeke Sanchez out for the extra point attempt. Kick is up, kick is on the way, and it is good. So 14-0 is your score with 3:54 to play. We want to say thank you to BSN Sports, providing all of your Defiance College gear. We remove the hassles related to purchasing uniforms, equipment, and spirit wear, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives on the field. Visit the Sideline store at defiancecollege.com. That's BSN Sports. Thank you very much for your sponsorship of the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. So Jackets will tee it up again, up 14-0. So far, 2 possessions, Randy, 2 touchdowns. I could get used to that.
Yeah, 2 real impressive drives for Defiance. Right, get the short field off the interception, able to make them pay, right? It's one thing getting turnovers. It's another thing being able to turn turnovers into points. And a huge thing for the Jackets, get that first interception and score. Now the chance here after the punt. Defiance is able to take advantage and get an offensive flow going and score another touchdown to go up 2 touchdowns.
So 14-0 your score, and again,
Pressing the kickoff for the Yellow Jackets.
I don't know if they tried setting it on the tee or they just assumed.
I think they do just momentarily, yeah. And that thing, if it's going to blow around, I think they just know better. Yeah, they're just going to go ahead and see them
just hold
at the American flag back at the softball field. That thing's been whipping around, so I think they're just going to go ahead and take that down before any damage can be done.
So 14-0 Jackets scoring their opening 2 possessions. Spartans have, that's a live ball, but they're going to call it a touchback. Must have hit him in the end zone.
For a touchback. First and 10, Manchester.
Wonder if that hit off his leg in the field of play.
That's
and then
what
went
I
out of the
thought,
back
too.
Of the end zone. Would that be a safety?
Yeah, that's...
But he was close. We'll see the see if we can get a replay of that, Eric, of that kickoff while we have a second. See if he was in the field of play when that ball hit off his leg. Boy, that was close. Definitely doinked off the leg and then rolled out of the end zone right there, but they'll give him the ball at the 25 where Manchester will start first down and 10 with 3:52 to play here in quarter number 1. Jackets lead 14-0. Toss sweep to the right side. Good bottle-up tackle right there. Again, no extending it east-west and no cutback opportunity, so disciplined defense so far. I think you hit the nail on the head, Randy, in the pregame when you said you thought you were going to see a different Jackets team today. So far, they've been very disciplined on defense and very focused on offense.
Yeah, this rush defense has been night and day different for the Jackets so far. I know it's only been 12 minutes of action. This looks like a different team.
Second down, quarterback keeper. Really no room to operate right there. Give him a short gain, maybe a yard to bring up 3rd and 7. Romero gets just past the line of scrimmage, but not much more.
And give credit to the guys up front. They're just causing trouble. And Coach talked about that in our pregame, right? You just kind of, I know it's not the term he used, but you just want to muck it up, right? Guys aren't going to get a lot of tackles. They're not guys that are going to have the eye-popping numbers, but you just want to kind of be in the way, and that's exactly what this group's done so far today.
Scramble, first down, late hit out of bounds. We'll see if they call that. No call. Good for the Jackets right there, but nice scramble by Andrew Romero. He's able to get the outside. Good coverage. I mean, you have to credit the coverage downfield for the Jackets. Nowhere to go with the ball in the passing game, but there's one occasion where the defense kind of let him slip through and was able to get the first down on the run.
Yeah, Romero did a really nice job for Manchester. Let the pressure come in. Once he was in, was able to find a hole. And could have been real disastrous for Manchester's. Could have been 2 very short offensive drives.
Player helmet comes off. The running back, Cameron Hovey from Sheridan, Indiana. He will come out for a play.
Yeah, again, another senior. We saw that when we saw the starting lineups. There's a lot of seniors, a lot of fifth-year guys, too. All guys with experience for this Manchester team. And they've experienced a few losses here to Defiance over the last few years, and something that they're really trying to work on.
Lost the last 2 in a row, I believe, against the Jackets. Taking a shot, and the wide receiver and quarterback were not in sync on that one right there.
Yeah, he sent Woodson, number 58 for Defiance, on a blitz, and he came untouched up the middle, and it forced Romero to get rid of that ball faster than he wanted to.
Going forward, Duriel Moss, senior wide receiver down the near side. He was running a go pattern, and Romero threw kind of a comeback route a little bit, it looked like. Perhaps he had the pressure coming, forced him to get rid of that a little faster than he wanted. Wasn't able to step into it and put his all into it. Man in motion for the Spartans. Checking to see if it's man or zone. Pressure coming up the middle. Pope with the pressure. And they're going to force him to roll, and he's going to be past the line of scrimmage, which means you better commit to the run once you're past the line of scrimmage, because you can't go back and throw the ball. So
yeah, you mentioned it. It was Pope there. You saw him, 2 guys trying to hold him back, and he's still right there along with Cody Johnson, guy that we seem to talk about just about every week, forcing another punt on the stop on 3rd down.
Get it back deep for Defiance.
Mogul coming into nope, this is Estrada. My apologies, number 83. I was looking at the 2 deep right there, and Estrada will kick this one away for the Manchester Spartans. Under 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. High snap. Almost blocked. We'll take a Manchester hop to the 26-yard line, which is where the Jackets will take over. And, Randy, I don't know if you saw the kick exchange right there, but it was really close to being blocked.
Yeah, it's the second one in a row where Defiance has had a little bit of pressure. Is Coach Nickell having a word with one of his guys coming off the field. I don't know if there's something he's just watching out for or if he's congratulating them for getting a little bit of pressure, but nice job up front, Defiance. Yeah, they've had a couple just been a moment away.
So Jackets take over their least advantageous starting field position of the game. They started at the 40 last time. near the red zone the first time. Can't get much better than that. Now they start at the 26-yard line. Warren with pressure coming from his backside. Is able to step out, I should say. Still spinning out of tackles. Gets to the outside. Gets close to the line of scrimmage. So a lot of scrambling right there, but a good job to make a little something out of nothing.
Yeah, that play that could have been a lot worse as he was able to feel the pressure, stepped up, was still surrounded, was able to get out of trouble. And this might be something the coach had told him to do. It seems like the last couple of weeks this would be a spot where he would cut up field and get all he could, but he saw him very smartly get out of bounds.
So a 2nd down and 9. They'll give him a 1-yard run on the play. Here's a handoff to Turner. Nope, this is not Turner. Bottled up deep in the backfield. This is Jeremy Brown Jr., the freshman running back. And that's the end of the first quarter. So we're going to go ahead and step aside. After 1 quarter, the Defiance College scoreboard shows it 14-0. Jackets lead on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
You've finished your undergraduate studies. Take the next step and defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Earn your MBA or Master of Arts in Education degree. Plus, we offer school principal and superintendent licensure programs. 100% online. No GMAT or GRE required. No application fees, accelerated 8-week semesters, and affordable tuition. Nationally recognized for hands-on service and experience. Defy the ordinary with graduate studies at Defiance College.
Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math, with strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. Personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
Sweetwater Chop House is located on Eagle Rock Golf Club, open to the public 7 days a week. This is the spot for celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, company parties, or if you're just in the mood to come out and enjoy a mouth-watering meal and amazing signature drinks. The focus for Executive Chef Aaron Weibel is to maintain a scratch kitchen, preparing everything daily from sauces to breads, utilizing local area farmers for fresh vegetables, and using our on-site herb garden. We take great pride in providing each of our guests a wowing experience. So the Jackets with a 3rd down and 12 after the loss on the run by Brown put themselves kind of in negative territory here on a 3rd down for the first time. We'll see how they handle this adversity. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the top. Play clock down to 10. Warren will take the snap. Dump it off on a screen. He's got some room. Leaps up. He's close to that 1st down, Randy. He went about 50 feet in the air on that one.
Yeah, nice job to Brown just swinging him out of the backfield. And what you do is you let him get downfield. He's able to catch it on a full run, and he knows the effort he needs to try to do to get the 1st down. They're going to mark him about a yard short. It looks like the Jackets are going to send the punt unit out.
A for effort, though, by Brown.
Oh,
right
absolutely.
There. Knowing he's sending himself airborne and leaving himself completely vulnerable right there. But, you know, the Jackets did everything they could with a well-designed screen pass. Bolano's getting ready to kick. No pressure coming. Skies this one. The wind kind of takes it a little bit. Jacket player looked like he was blocked into him right there. But they're going to go ahead and call kick-catch interference, I believe, on Defiance College.
Yeah, I think that's right. It's going to be a tough break for Defiance. And that
we'll see on the instant replay, was he blocked into him, even though it probably doesn't matter because the officials have already looked like they've already determined it. But you could make a case that he was blocked into him.
Yeah, it might be what one of the officials is giving. This is a little bit of a lengthy call.
Kick-catch interference, number 10 of the kicking team. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, 1st down.
So that'll give the Spartans the ball at the 46-yard line, their best starting field position of the game by far. We'll see if they can take advantage of the good field position and the penalty. 14-14 to play here in the first half. And, Randy, we are scheduled to have a pretty special guest coming up. We've heard the Forever 48, number 48, formerly worn by legendary Yellow Jacket football player Ben Davis, will be retired at the halftime ceremony today, along with the New Jackets Hall of Fame inductees.
Yeah, a lot going on here for halftime. So we're going to have you said the latest class, the Defiance College Athletics Hall of Fame, the Distinguished Coaches Awards that they always give out. And you mentioned Ben Davis. So number 48 will be the first number retired in the history of Defiance College football. And for good reason, not a whole lot of Defiance College alums who've had 10-year NFL careers. But
yeah, it's a pretty significant resume by Mr. Davis, and we're hoping to have him either at halftime or perhaps early in the second half. But that'll be indeed an honor. Good job by the Jackets for stringing that run out to the left-hand side and really getting no gain on that one. Might have even lost half a yard back to midfield.
Yeah, Defiance, the pursuit defense, talked about it a couple of times, done a much better job today, especially against the run, really limiting Manchester and forcing, we saw last week Siena Heights had back, so we're able to go north and south, right, run straight downhill and really cause some problems. It seems like today for Manchester, they've had to string everything out, try to go sideline to sideline to find some running room. Defiance has just limited everything.
And just waiting for that cutback lane to open, but it does not open. Run up the middle. Good job by the Jackets right there. Almost stopped him at the line of scrimmage. He's able to sneak forward for a couple. I wonder if the offense might stay on the field here for Manchester, Randy, down 14.
It would be tempting. It's been the best that you've really been able to do to move the football. They think 14-0, still a field possession game, and you can get back into it. But a big play there, junior Connor Essick stepped up. He's going to see some more playing time with Isaiah Watts out. And yeah, he's able to make that stop and force the fourth down.
So keep all eyes on a potential fake kick right here. The Jackets have been able to get pressure. Perhaps they can use that pursuit against Defiance College if they want to run a fake.
And you see Defiance still in their base defense. They're expecting that too.
Everybody was playing like it was going to be a fake kick right there. So a nice return by the Jackets right there up past the 20. Usually as a special teams coach, I think you hold your breath when you catch it on the hop inside the 5, but he had plenty of real estate in front of him right there, so it wasn't like it was congested when he caught it.
Yeah, you had Caleb Johnson is also, a sure-handed receiver, and that makes a big defense, or a big difference, I should say, in the decision. But one big hop, like you said, Jim, no one around him, able to gather himself, right, able to wait for it, wasn't hurried, and he's able to grab that and turn that into a spot where you were looking that was going to be inside the 5-yard line.
Handoff up the middle, spinning out of a would-be tackler, breaking through a tackler and dragging players all the way to the 30-yard line. So a nice first down run right there, giving him about 8. Turner, really strong run there on first down, Randy, dragging would-be tacklers and stepping out of tackles. Nice, tough run.
Yeah, Cam Turner's done a really nice job stepping in. Haven't seen a lot from Cooper Sloan. Actually, you've seen him kind of spread out as a receiver. And they're going to put both Sloan in. Nice one-handed grab by him.
Cooper gets up to the 40-yard line of Defiance College. And a Jackets first down on the swing pass right there. Nice, what I've heard referred to as a pony look with the two halfbacks in the backfield right there. The speed option where you can either hand it off or send them both out for some quick out looks, and that time they took advantage, and you just said, Randy, a nice catch by Cooper Sloan with the one hand.
Yeah, you realize you want to put your best 11 on the field on offense, and if that means 2 running backs or like Sloan now becoming a receiver.
A live ball. I think the Spartans might have fallen on this one.
Yeah, Jelani Warren just didn't realize the pressure was behind him. He's getting ready to throw it. The ball knocked out of his hands. Manchester came out with the football in the bottom of the pile and looks like they are going to have it.
So the Spartans force their first turnover of the game.
Yeah, we're going to see here on the replay, you'll see Jelani gets the snap, and he's waiting, and he sees pressure from behind, trying to step up, never really felt it. That ball knocked away. Didn't quite see a number, who it was that knocked it away.
Good pursuit from the left end right there by the Spartans defense, though, and not giving up on the play. You got to credit hustle where it's due. Good job of sticking to it, getting home to the quarterback and knocking that ball loose. So the Spartans come up in plus territory with their best starting field position of the ball game. Different quarterback in for Manchester as well, as this is Zaylen Boston. Boston does share time with Andrew Romero, as we saw on the stat sheet. And Boston will stay out there for the second down, so it wasn't like a Wildcat kind of look. It was more of a platoon situation.
Yeah, just another fifth-year guy, too. So this is, again, a Manchester team with experience.
Man in motion. Good decision to pull this one out by Boston. Not much of a gain, though, on second down. They give them about 5, and it'll bring up a third down.
In case your screen, you can't really see it, they have Boston listed 6 foot 210. Now, Romero, they have listed 6 foot 185. If Romero is 6 foot 185, then Boston has to be about 6'3", 240. He's a big guy.
He's a big dude. Yep, absolutely. Have yet to see his arm strength as he's run the first 2 plays. But his decision-making, no question. This one thrown high and over the head of the would-be receiver.
Yeah, Boston couldn't put a lot on that. He one-armed it and kind of threw it off his back foot with some pressure coming.
Moss, the intended receiver right there.
And a huge play and a huge stop there for the DC defense. Off the turnover, short field, able to force the stop, and it looks like Manchester is going to punt this. And in a 14-0 game, they're going to continue to play a field possession game.
Are you surprised they're not going for it?
A little bit, but it's, Manchester's had some trouble on offense, and it's a thing where maybe they think getting 5-6 yards isn't the easiest thing. But with no pressure, Defiance has left their defense on the field both times, and this is interesting. We got flag came in. It came in from the back judge, but he threw it halfway up the field, so I don't know if he saw a little clutching and grabbing by the Gunners coming downfield. That's on a ball that didn't have a return. That's an odd spot for a penalty flag.
And it was called early, too. I think that was called before the ball even went into the end zone, so we'll see what the call is here.
Hold for 10. 10-yard penalty from the 20-yard line since it was a touchback. First down.
Okay,
so they'll mark it back to the 10 off the holding penalty against the Jackets. I think they might have got the number incorrect, though, as the only number 10 I see is Zeke Sanchez, and I'm pretty sure Zeke Sanchez was not
probably not on the punt unit.
And not in the punt unit, nope. At least according to the roster I have, Randy.
Yeah, that's...
Is that what you have, too?
Yep. It's going to double check in case we got different rosters.
Yep. Handoff, Sloan to his left, cuts back up the middle. Tackled at about the 13, almost the 14-yard line. So a gain of about 4 on first down. We're under 9 minutes to play here in the first quarter. On the Defiance College scoreboard, the Jackets lead 14-0. Teams have traded turnovers so far. The Jackets capitalized on their interception and the good return, and were able to punch that and one other offensive possession into the end zone. Spartans got the strip sack in plus territory, but were unable to get a first down out of it. Sloan up the middle, driving the pile past the 15, close to the 17-yard line. So to bring up a third and about 2.
Yeah, just trying to reestablish the run. It's been a couple of drives. Defiance got away from it just a little bit, and they just wanted to go back and kind of dominate the line of scrimmage and just show that they can pick up a yard or two when they absolutely need to.
Warren and Sloan in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side for the Jackets. Play clock down to 10. Both teams with their full complement of timeouts. Warren will keep it. Trying to push the pile to the 20, but he's going to be short by about half a yard.
Official on our side comes in, and he's
right at the 20
Right
almost.
at the 20. This is going to be...
That's close. But they're going to call him just short.
Inside the hash mark. That can't be any more than half a yard shy.
And no sense in risking really advantageous field position starting for the Spartans if they don't get that fraction of a yard. So they'll send out Bolanos for the kick. Bad snap. Good recovery right there. This one will bounce sideways in Manchester territory at the 46, where the Spartans will take over first down and 10.
Yeah, considering the bad snap and the problems they had just getting that off, it ends up being a somewhat decent kick with the conditions. It's certainly a lot better than letting that bounce around in Manchester starting at the 10-yard line.
Aftershock Kart and Equipment, we are your one-stop shop for karts. We sell and service Yamaha, Easygo, and Club Car. We have stock and custom karts, new and used karts, and a full line of accessories. We can build a kart to your specific needs. We also offer financing through Yard Card with rates as low as 3.99%. Stop by our indoor showroom and give us a call. We look forward to hearing from you for all your karting needs. Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go. Good discipline on defense. Set in the middle right there, and no stepping through that time for the Spartans.
Yeah, Manchester's trying to fake it, had the inside give, and then faking the option, hoping that someone would bite on the fake, opening the middle up. But like you said, Jim, Defiance read that extremely well. Everyone stayed home in their lanes, didn't bite on the fake, and held that to no gain.
Cameron Hovey, number 25, the running back there. And again, still back in the backfield is Zaylen Boston receiving the pistol snap. He will take off running. He has some room. He'll pull it down and throw a pass that's knocked down at the last second by the Jackets and was almost intercepted. So it was almost caught.
Yeah, it's going to
almost intercepted.
Going to Levi Campbell, number 80. That ball was juggled and juggled and juggled. Meanwhile, I believe that was Jerry Aduboding, number 0, who nearly had the miraculous play trying to tip that ball back to himself. And for very fortunate for Manchester, that ends up just an incomplete pass.
So a 3rd down and 10 for the Spartans here with 6:20 to play. Man in motion with a bunch, 3 wide receivers. They'll go with the quick screen. Jackets, though, did not give him a whole lot of room to run. He gets about 6 on the catch up past midfield, but that will send the punting unit out again for the Spartans as the Jackets once again do their job and take care of business, a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it's one of those pass plays where Boston's had problems getting a rhythm, so just a quick hitter who's able to get rid of the football, find someone open, trying to have a playmaker create downfield to get a first down, but Defiance did a nice job bottling that up, forcing another punt.
No pressure on the kicker the last few times here.
Now we see the actual punt rush this time. Defiance has left its base defense out, expecting a couple of fakes.
Return to the 20. Just out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. You can credit about 5 Manchester Spartans for the tackle right there, but good job holding on to the ball by the Jackets. And a 1st down and 10 for Defiance College coming up.
Yeah, we're going to probably see a lot of that out of Manchester rest of the afternoon. That first person gets downfield, holds the ball carrier up, and everyone else, before the ball gets whistled dead, try to reach in there, right? You turn your hands into claws, try to pull that thing away.
Yeah, the benefit of having 4 or 5 players in on the stop is 3 of them can wrap up, 2 of them can try to strip at the same time and try to rip that ball out of there and force a late turnover. So the Spartans' defense has stiffened up a little bit after the Jackets scored in their opening 2 possessions. The Jackets have been held to a turnover and a couple of punts since then.
Yeah, we really, I know the scoreboard says 14-0, and we're for Defiance, but really for Manchester, that first touchdown can't really give up against the Manchester defense, right? You had the extremely short field because of the interception and return. So the Manchester defense has done fairly well when they've been able to come up with stops here. And Coach Nickell, this is a very interesting development in our side. So the defensive unit kind of sits over, right, and they get some coaching from their position coaches and assistants. But Coach Nickell came over and said something to one of the players, and I don't know if it was good or bad by the body language and reaction.
We'll hope for the best and hope that it was good news, because the Jackets defense has been playing very disciplined and very good
and
football so far.
I believe they were talking to Vashon Palmer, number 7. That's what I couldn't figure out what the idea was.
Warren on the keeper right there. Tried that spin at the last second, but wasn't able to gain any additional yards as he gets it out past the 20 to about the 22. Give him a couple on first down.
Almost like you hit the X button too early. Right? You spin in the open field and you didn't need to. There was someone coming on Jelani, but he just kind of put the spin cycle on just a touch quick.
So 2nd down and 8 for the Jackets. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to play here in the first half. Pressure coming from the blind side of Warren. Going to his brother Jalen right there, and incomplete. A little bit low on the throw.
Yeah, I think that left Jelani's hand a little funny. It was a weird arm angle we're going to see on the replay. It just it came across his body differently.
Maybe it's a case where after the strip sack, he's maybe feeling pressure and the internal clock is ticking maybe a little bit too fast for him, as he needs to kind of get back in rhythm himself. Showing pressure by the Spartans. We're going to get a false start against the Jackets. The defense can hop off and come back. I think that might be what caused the offensive line to move.
Yeah, but if you're drawn off sides by your defender, that's still a defensive penalty. So
perhaps that's what it was.
Manchester jumped. It came. The only thing I can think of is Manchester. Obviously, Manchester jumped. Like we all saw that. You could jump, come back onside. Now, if you come back onside and then you flinch, that's still an offensive penalty. And I think that's
has to be what happened. Yeah. 3rd down and 13 for the Jackets. Warren over the middle, caught. He's going to have a first down and more to the 30, 35, 40. And that's where Jalen Warren will be finally tackled.
Using the official as an extra body, right? The official does a great job staying out of the way. But the Warren-to-Warren connections really picked up here, especially this afternoon. Once the ball is in the hands of Jalen, he was able to really make a play.
This time the pass is complete to Caleb Johnson, the freshman. Freshman proving to be a very gifted and trusted receiver in this offense.
You know, we talked about it with Coach at the beginning of the year, right? This is a huge freshman class coming in, and they're all playmakers, and they've all shown it so far.
Turner drags a couple of tacklers close to midfield. They'll mark him at the 49-yard line of Defiance College. Bring up a 3rd down and 1.
And it's got about 3:40 and counting left to go here in the half. Defiance has no reason to hurry.
Not at all. Keep the clock moving, get the first downs. And Turner does just that up the middle. Gets into plus territory to the 47-yard line of Manchester. And a first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, I like that. 3rd down, didn't have to get too cute. 3rd and short. Run the football, get the first down now. It's going to open your playbook. 1st and 10 on the plus side of the field.
Yep, don't overthink it on 3rd down and short. Warren forced to scramble. He's going to take a shot downfield. He's got a man. That's good coverage right there, because he could have easily face guarded him and made contact with the body. But instead, Javion Davis did not make contact. He stayed just far enough back.
Yeah,
he never turned around for the ball, but he didn't make contact.
You read the receiver's eyes in that situation, right? You see when he kind of looks up, trying to eye the football. It's when the hand goes out, and a nice job making sure that the receiver in that play gets shielded away from the football.
So 2nd down and 10 after the deep shot for the Jackets falls incomplete. Turner in the backfield with Warren, man in motion. Fake the jet sweep. Warren's going to run. Warren's got some room. He's got a first down to the 35, close to the 30. Marked out at the 32-yard line. And another first down for Defiance College.
Yeah, nice job. You can see him step up, wants to throw the football here. When he realizes there's nothing open, takes off. And the thing that I think was talked to in practice, especially some of the hits he's taken here early on, is he gets out of bounds when he realizes that was headed his way and avoids the hit and gets a big first down.
The Jackets maintain possession, keep the clock rolling. We're down to 2.5 to play here in the first half, and they're still up 14-0. Turner with the ball. Turner driving the pile inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. 28-yard line is where they'll mark him. Gain of about 4 on first down. Bring up a 2nd and 6.
Brought down by Hakely.
Yeah, just trying to get themselves into workable situations here. So plus gain on first down sets you up with a very workable 2nd down. And I believe, we get the 2-minute timeout.
So the 2-minute timeout comes, and we're going to take a break with them. It's 14-0 Defiance College on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you manicure simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
Discover, engage, formulate, initiate, defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Defy, with a unique 4-year focus on career readiness, experiential learning, and 95% plus career placement. Want to serve? 100% of entering students defy the ordinary by engaging in community service with nationally recognized community-based research and service programs. Undergraduate studies you love with personalized experience you want. Defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Apply to Defy.
Invite you to defy the ordinary. Go to defiance.edu today to learn more about all the great academic programs available at Defiance College. It is 2nd down and 6 for the Jackets. 2-minute timeout just over. Here's a deep shot down the field. Leap and grab. Is this caught? Intercepted. Wow, that's a 50-50 ball right there, Randy.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a simultaneous catch here. Now, well, you see, Johnson is thinking that's a touchdown, and we'll see if we can what we can see here.
Yeah, 50-50
on
ball
this
goes
one
to the offense.
So Johnson goes up.
He's got it.
Looks like he has it right there. And was it just ripped away when they came down to the ground? You see him roll over, still has the ball. And now they start fighting over it.
Wasn't he already down by that point, though?
Yeah, he should be down. I mean, when he makes contact, he should be down. That's a tough one.
That's a questionable call right there. Spartans, though, get the turnover and the ball be out to the 20, but I think if NAI did instant replay, they might want to take another look at that, because if he comes down with that ball and it's trap possession, tie possession, the tie, I mean, it goes to the offense.
Yeah, so he goes up. So he comes down to the ground.
He's on the ground.
The only thing you can't, which you can't see the foot when they start to roll over on top of each other. You can't see the football, so you can't see who has possession. But if that looked like simultaneous catch to me.
Yeah, when you have an offensive player come out of the pile with the ball and celebrate, and then the official saying, no, it's an interception, there's a disconnect there of some sort. I guess that's the best way to put it. Run for no gain on first down. And Manchester going to be very deliberate with the ball. Now, again, Manchester won the toss and took the kick, so the Jackets will get the ball, as they were looking for kind of a 2-for-1 right there.
Yeah, it would have been huge. If you would have scored there, then come out with the football to begin the second half.
Pass incomplete, looking for the quick screen Pass was intended for Wadlington.
Yeah, Boston felt the pressure early, just kind of one-hop that one. Still backpedaling. And you still might give Defiance a chance here. You stop the clock without anyone having to use a timeout. Still 1:01 to go.
3rd down and 10 here for the Spartans. Can't afford to be too conservative here on 3rd down, but you also, it's a tough situation for Manchester. You don't want to be risky with the ball, but you can't be too conservative here either.
Throwing the incomplete pass there ruins any chance of running out the clock.
Timeout on the field by the Spartans.
So
Manchester takes its first.
You're forced to try to get the first down. Like if that's complete, and I think the thing is it's just something quick to get the ball out of his hands and run it. Then you keep the clock running, you can run out the half, but the incomplete pass just ruins any chance of that happening.
Mark Moats Ford at our Ford dealership in Defiance, Ohio. We strive to provide you a top-notch service that no one else can offer. Whether you're a new or returning customer, you're going to be treated fairly and welcomed by our friendly staff. We believe in a family atmosphere, and that's because Mark Moats Ford has been family-owned for over 100 years. Thank you so much to Mark Moats Ford for your generous sponsorship of the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. And Randy, you hit the nail on the head with that incomplete pass. It really kind of turns this possession around for Manchester. The Jackets have all 3 timeouts, so if you run here, only a couple seconds are going to come off the clock if they bottle up that run.
Yeah, what that incomplete pass does is it forces Manchester, like you said, Jim, if they run the football, okay, that's great. Anything short of a first down, Defiance calls timeout, and you're going to get 50 seconds or so. If you try to get the first down, you throw it, another incomplete pass, then you've saved Defiance from having to use another timeout.
Designed run. Jackets all over it on defense. Is this a fumble?
Yeah, that ball popped out at the end.
Loss of the ball carrier, fumble on the play, recovered by the Spartans.
Timeout for Defiance here. 48 seconds to play. I think the only reason there isn't more time on the clock is because of the fumble and the scrum that happened afterwards. We see the instant replay. Boston rolls out to his left. Ball gets ripped out. You see it pop up in the air right there. Heads up play by the Spartans to get on that one and get down. But Coach Nickell hurries up, calls that timeout, and with 48 seconds to play, they'll get the punt, and they'll be able to take a couple shots.
Yeah, Coach Nickell was basically inside the shirt pocket of the official working his side, and as soon as that play ended, he was going to use the timeout here. So you're going to, I'm assuming punt. Like I can't imagine Manchester trying to go for this on 4th down, right, from your own 24 down 14-0.
I wouldn't think so.
Punt the football. So you're looking at, we'll see where Dasman sets up at about the 35, 40-yard line. So you're looking at
midfield?
Yeah, roughly, just short of midfield. If you get any sort of return on this you get about 40 seconds. And even if that means getting about 20 yards and getting a field goal opportunity here.
Not counting potential pressure coming after the kick. Blocked! Recovered. Eventually. Is this a touchdown, Jackets? We'll wait for the pile to unfold. Touchdown, Defiance College on the block. They almost had it 2 times, and finally they got home.
Yeah, just pressure. I think just pressure up the middle. A big part of that. See if we can take a look at this one more time and see just exactly where it came from. Yeah, you're going to see everyone trying to hot potato. Finally, looks like about 3 purple jerseys are going to fall on top of that one.
This time Manchester's unable to rip that ball out. The Jackets are going to keep this one. I think that's kind of, with the 50-50 ball on the last possession, it's kind of, the football universe setting itself right for Defiance College. Sanchez, the extra point is up. The extra point is good. And with 36 seconds to play in the first half, the Defiance College scoreboard shows the Jackets up 21-0, and they do get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, so what Manchester, the worst thing possible for Manchester happens there, right? All you want to do, you want to punt it away with what few seconds are remaining, force it, if Defiance is able to make a couple plays, great. Instead, now Defiance with 2 timeouts You stop the clock a couple of times. I would imagine Manchester's going to do nothing more than run the football 3 times and try to get out of here down 21-0 at the half.
And the way the ball has been fumbled so far today, you might even want to go more conservative than that, just take a knee.
Yeah, I can't imagine much is going to happen here. Now, if you're Defiance, you really want to put it on and really try to impress this homecoming crowd, do you squib this?
See what the Jackets elect to do. They're going to go ahead and kick it deep. And this one will hit around the 3 and go out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback coming out to the 25 for Manchester.
Now, I don't know any. I know Coach Nickell told us practices are open. Anyone's welcome to come by. The gym, it's something that we haven't. We've gone pretty far in learning about this DC program here these last couple of years, but we noticed, or at least I've noticed, Manchester, these return guys, they let that ball hit thinking it's going to get in the end zone. If I'm Defiance at some point, I might try to get a little cute and try to get that ball that died about the 10-yard line with these guys thinking it's going to hit and skip and let it go, and maybe try to make something happen with a live ball downfield.
Absolutely. They're going to Spartans are going to come out and hand the ball off. Going up the middle, that's a horse collar tackle, and that'll tack 15 on. So Jackets defense right there with a no-no.
Yeah, don't know if that's going to change what Manchester's going to try to do. You're going to get 15 yards at the end of this. That's going to move them out to about the 47-yard line. You got just under 30 seconds, and do you try maybe to...
Well, the quarterback who hasn't been in rhythm yet in Boston, overthrown a couple of his targets, certainly shown he has an arm. So there's no question about that, but the Jackets defense has shown that they're up to the task in their secondary of taking away the long pass. So you wonder if the Jackets almost don't go and do, it looks like they're playing press coverage at least here on the bottom.
And you're going to send
soft cushion to the top.
You're going to have the 2 high safety look here. And it's not going to matter. They're going to bring pressure.
Moot point now as the Jackets get the sack behind the line. Dominic Harris, the D lineman.
Yeah, Manchester's, they don't have to run another play. They're going to be in no hurry.
So that'll bring us to the end of the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have the new Defiance College DC Athletics Hall of Fame inductees being recognized. We'll give you some halftime stats and a whole bunch more as we get you set for the second half. Right now it is 21-0 Defiance. We'll step aside for a little bit and bring you halftime stats and more on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you manicure simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
Hello, I'm Keita Diller, president of the Defiance College Purple and Gold Athletic Club.
And I'm Mark Diller. I'm a third-generation Defiance College supporter and also on the board of the Purple and Gold Club.
For nearly 50 years, we've been supporting the Yellow Jacket student athletes. Membership to the Purple and Gold Club is open to everyone, regardless if you attended Defiance College or not.
Membership fees are very affordable and include various levels of attendance privileges depending on your support level.
If you love seeing live and local college sports, we would like for you to join us. Just go to dcpurpleandgoldclub.com and register your name along with dozens of other like-minded Yellow Jacket fans.
We would love to have you join us. Thank you for supporting Defiance College Athletics.
My name is Mark Miller. This is my good friend Tom Hill. Both Tom and I are graduates of Defiance College, and we were both athletes at Defiance College.
And I played baseball and basketball here at DC. Mark played football and baseball here. Now, here we are 35, 40 years later. We both serve on the alumni varsity board here at Defiance College.
AVD, as we call it, raises money for Defiance College athletics. We have raised funds for many projects, such as $100,000 to the George Smart Center,
$45,000 to the weight room in the Smart Center,
$10,000 to the new basketball floor,
new scoreboards at both the baseball and softball fields,
If you're a Defiance College alumni athlete, please support AVD. Visit defianceathletics.com/alumni/AVD to join.
We appreciate all who have given in the past, but we are looking for new members. Please keep in mind that someone supported you as an athlete at DC. Now it is our turn.
AVD also sponsors a yearly golf outing to get old friends back together and raise funds for our projects. So get your foursome together and come on out. You can also support AVD as a whole sponsor.
Support AVD. Let's make this our biggest year ever. Thank you very much. And
go Jackets!
First up is a special presentation, retired number 48, the football jersey formerly worn by legendary Yellow Jacket, Ben Davis. This is the first time event in Yellow Jackets athletic history as one of the college's finest athletes is having his football jersey formally retired. He was previously inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame in 1981. Davis was a standout running back for the Yellow Jackets from 1963 to 1966. And helped lead the team to an undefeated season in his senior season, which also resulted in the Mid-Ohio Conference Championship and a top 10 finish in the national rankings. Davis amassed over 2,000 all-purpose yards and was a two-time AP Little All-American, All-District 22, and first-team All-Mid-Ohio Conference during his career. Davis was, in fact, a three-sport athlete at Defiance while wrestling and running track. After graduating from DC in 1967 with a degree in business education, Davis was selected by the Cleveland Browns in the 17th round of the 1967 NFL Draft. He played 10 seasons in the NFL, 7 in Cleveland, and 3 with the Detroit Lions. Fans, it is our pleasure to present Ben Davis! And now on to our Hall of Fame inductees. Anthony Petaway. Anthony is a Bowsher graduate from Toledo, Ohio, and a 2009 graduate from DC. He was on the men's basketball team and a 4-year letter winner. During Petaway's 4 years, he earned recognitions as an All-American, 3-time All-Conference, and 2-time All-Region. He also served as captain of the team for 2 years. Currently, Anthony is a technology teacher, basketball trainer, and basketball coach. He also volunteers at the Believe Center Community Center. Anthony is married to Juanita Petaway, and they have 3 children. Anthony, it is our pleasure to formally induct you into the Hall of Fame. Next is Fran Warman. Fran is a Bowling Green, Ohio native and a DC grad from 1990, majoring in marketing and management with an economics minor. She continued her education at BGSU and received a master's degree in organizational development. While a Yellow Jacket, she was a 4-year letter winner in softball and dotted her name all over the team's record books. As a member of the team, she received the Lady Jacket Pitching Award in 1987 and 1989. She is the program record holder for lowest earned run average in a season, had 37 career wins, and is still in the top 10 in career marks in ERA, innings pitched, saves, and wins. She received All-Conference 4 years and All-District 1 year. Fran resides in Hilliard, Ohio with her spouse Judy and is Vice President of Inclusion Manager at Huntington Bank. Fran, it is our pleasure to formally induct you into the Hall of Fame. Our next Hall of Fame inductee is Kirk Seaman, DC class of 1990. Kirk majored in accounting. Kirk played basketball for the Yellow Jackets and was a 4-year letter winner. He served as captain 2 years and most valuable player in 1990 and selected as Athlete of the Year. During his career, he was the team steals leader, exceeded 1,000 career points with 1,183, and currently sits 3rd in assists. Additionally, he was selected the Purple and Gold Tournament Mr. Hustle. He also played tennis during his senior year. Currently, he is the Chief Financial Officer at Prasco in Loveland, Ohio. Kirk lives in Loveland with his wife, Carla, who is a 1988 DC grad, and they have 2 children. Kirk, it is our pleasure to formally induct you into the Hall of Fame. Next, we have Terrence Sickle from the DC class of 1979. Terrence participated on the DC wrestling team as a 4-year letterman and an NAIA national qualifier for 4 years. He placed first in the HBCC 3 years in a row and third his senior year. He also made it to district all 4 years. During his senior year, he was named co-captain. While at DC, he was a recipient of the Gene Guerin Outstanding Athlete Award, received a scholarship from Libby Owens Ford Company to attend the National Leadership Institute, and received the Wall Street Journal Student Achievement Award. Also, Terrence was very active on campus, participating on the Student Body Community Court Judicial Board, a member of the Alpha Chi Honorary Society, serving as treasurer and president, the business manager of the college's newspaper, the Defender, a member of the Tau Phi Pi Phi National Business Honor Society, also serving as vice president and president, a junior achievement advisor, and member of Tau Kappa Epsilon. Terrence is retired, and he and his wife Gail have 3 children. Terrence, it is our pleasure to formally induct you into the Hall of Fame. Next is Emily McClure, a 1997 graduate of Defiance College and a stellar basketball player and cross-country runner. Emily was a 4-year letter winner for the Yellow Jackets and a part of a team that made 4 NCAA tournament appearances with 3 trips to the Elite 8. She is second in all-time career assists, selected as first and second team all-conference, and she is a member of the 1,000 point club with 1,074 points. Her individual seasons and career records are numerous, and she also was named MVP in 3 tournaments, awarded the Co-Athlete of the Year during the 24th Annual Purple and Gold Tournament, and chosen for the Association of Mid-East Colleges All-Tournament Team and MVP 3 times. Emily also was a 4-year letter winner on the cross-country team, receiving all-conference 2 years and individual conference champion in 1993. Emily has 2 children and lives in Englewood, Ohio. Emily, it is our pleasure to induct you into Defiance College Hall of Fame. Our last Hall of Famer is Coach Craig Rudder. He began his career at Defiance College in 1983 as the Associate Professor of Exercise Science and head baseball coach, and held that position until 2001. He then accepted the Director of Service Learning position, and for 6 years he served as the Assistant Director of Athletics for Student Athlete Engagement. From 1999 to 2016, he coordinated and participated in 28 service missions trips to Jamaica. In fall of 2000, he took a sabbatical from DC and returned to Jamaica to teach PE and guidance class at Marymount High School. Through his work and passion at Marymount, he initiated and developed the International Student Service Leader Scholarship, enabling 24 Jamaican students to continue their studies at DC. His success on the baseball field also didn't go unnoticed. He is the all-time winningest baseball coach at Defiance College with 286 wins. Craig was active in various coaching associations and a member of the NCAA Baseball Rules Committee. On the baseball field, the team was conference champs in 1995, and Coach Rudder was named Coach of the Year. He was also Coach of the Year in 1985 by the Hoosier Buckeye Collegiate Conference. His recognition doesn't stop there. In 2002, the alumni baseball field was renamed Craig A. Rudder Field. Craig retired from DC in 2018 and was granted Professor Emeritus. After retirement, he became Director of Athletics at Tenora High School, and in his spare time was head girls softball coach. He now is retired and lives with his wife Gail in Defiance. They have 3 grown daughters, 2 are DC grads, along with 7 grandchildren. Craig, it is our pleasure to induct you to the Defiance College Hall of Fame. Congratulations to all inductees. The Alumni Varsity D Board, made up of former athletes from Defiance College, annually recognize alumni who are coaching at the varsity level and have had an outstanding season. We'd like to recognize those coaches now. When you hear a name, please stand. Jerry Kiefer, Tim Held, Mike Weaver, Matt King, Eric Sprague, Adam Hall, Joe Franks. Congratulations to all coaches of the year. Also, we recognize our 2 championship team anniversaries who are celebrating with us today. We now ask that they please stand. The 2013 and 14 HCAC champion volleyball teams, celebrating 10 years since their banner seasons. And the 2004 HCAC champion softball team, celebrating 20 years since their title. And finally, it is our tradition to recognize returning Hall of Fame members. One Hall of Famer made a surprise visit today, all the way from England. So please welcome Bob Martin. And we now take this opportunity to congratulate him on receiving the Basketball England Award 2023 for his service to basketball. And now with all the current Hall of Fame members to step forward as a group to be recognized. Thank you to all Hall of Fame members, our newest inductees, coaches of the year, championship teams, and all those who have been athletes at Defiance College. Let's give them a warm welcome and acknowledgement of their athletic careers and accomplishments. Thank you.
You've finished your undergraduate studies. Take the next step and defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Earn your MBA or Master of Arts in Education degree. Plus, we offer school principal and superintendent licensure programs. 100% online. No GMAT or GRE required. No application fees. Accelerated 8-week semesters and affordable tuition. Nationally recognized for hands-on service and experience. Defy the ordinary.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character. It just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school. I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character. I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
And welcome back, everybody, to halftime here at Justin F. Caressel Stadium. The Yellow Jackets lead Manchester 21-0. And Randy, it was again turnovers in the first half. This time, the interception variety for the Jackets that kind of set them up to start. But they played some pretty disciplined, is the word I keep wanting to go back to. They played really disciplined football on both sides today.
Yeah, really good first half football for the Yellow Jackets. Took advantage of the early mistake out of Manchester, able to score. Defense has come up when they've had to. See the numbers, offensive numbers probably aren't going to be too terribly impressive for either team, but Defiance has found enough, taken advantage of enough mistakes to build up this 21-0 lead at the half.
Jackets 3 of 6 on third down, 1 of 1 on fourth down conversions. Manchester only 1 of 8 on third down. So when you look at the total yards, 164 to 39, 26 plays for 39 yards for Manchester, barely a yard a play. That's it's tough to get things going when you're just you have so many negative plays.
Yeah, and there's been a few sacks, a couple runs have been stuffed, so it's been a good job by the DC defense here this opening half.
Okay, let's take a look at some individual stats now. We'll scroll down and take a look there. Boston 1 of 4 for 6 yards. Romero did not complete either of his passes, did throw an interception on that opening drive. Romero does lead the team in running, but Wadlington chips in with 14 yards. Boston with those 5 carries for -1, really mostly trying to get things going with his legs when the protection broke down. But for the Jackets, Jelani Warren, 7 of 11 for 81 yards. He also has thrown an interception. That was a questionable interception. I put an asterisk next to that one because, boy, I keep going back to it looked, without being able to see the ball.
Right,
and that's without being able to see the ball, it looked like they were tied in possession, and the tie typically will go to the offense. So without seeing the ball, it looked to my lens like that was a tied ball.
Yeah, I go back to the simultaneous catch too, and you see them roll over each other, and then you know that the tug of war begins right at that point for the football. So who has it when? You see the bodies come down, where it goes, and so that is. I'm with you though. That's a really, really tough call, but like you said, the karma kind of evens itself out a couple minutes later, right? The block punt
anyway,
turns into a touchdown for Defiance, so still able to find a way to score there.
Cam Turner, 9 carries for 31 yards and a touchdown for the Jackets. Cooper Sloan had the other rushing touchdown for Defiance. Warren, 8 carries for 26. Seems to be a lot healthier, thank goodness, this week. Boy, at the end of that first half last week with that nasty spill he took, things just did not look good, and they subbed him out in the second half. So it's good to see him looking like his regular self out there on the field, making things happen.
Yeah, and we've noticed that with the decision-making so far in this half, too. He's trying to avoid big hits or the hits that he does take. He's bracing himself for it. We've seen him run out of bounds a lot more today than we have the first couple of weeks of the season. So just being smarter with the football, I think, is a big thing for Jelani.
So the Jackets had Manchester won the opening toss, elected to receive to send their offense out on the field right away to try to shake things up with their winless season so far. But the Jackets ultimately got that turnover, a great interception return, and set themselves up for their first touchdown. All that to say, Defiance College will receive the opening kick of the second half, so they have an opportunity to build on a 21-0 lead and get another drive going. And if you're down 28 and you're Manchester, that's a tough hill to climb.
Yeah, and the other thing with Defiance, too, it seems like everything they've done, especially offensively, has been time-consuming. It hasn't been 3 plays, 30 seconds, punt the football.
Right.
It seems like every time their offense is on the field, it's on the field for at least 2-3 minutes at a time, sometimes longer. They had the one good touchdown drive today. So that's what you like to see is letting that defense rest a little bit and not hurrying up because you find yourselves behind and you're trying to make some big plays. So good to see Defiance and finding some rhythm on offense.
I want to say congratulations to the 2024 Hall of Fame inductees for Defiance College. That's Terrence Cycle, class of 79, Kirk Seaman, class of 90, Fran Warman, class of 90, Anthony Petaway, class of 2009, and Emily McClure King from 97, along with Craig Rudder. And boy, the impact they have had on Defiance College and on the region is not to be understated. Craig Rudder, in fact, has a field named after him. So, I mean, you talk about respect to the highest honor. And, we mentioned before Ben Davis, Forever 48. The first number retired by Defiance College, number 48, will now forever be enshrined with the Jackets Hall of Fame. And that jersey will hang with pride, I would assume, here, either at the field or in the athletic facilities. But congratulations to all of the award winners today.
Yeah, you saw along the wall, it's not the official jersey, but right here, but the stands, they have the the honorary jersey that goes up so everyone knows. But and one thing that maybe, and I should say maybe, I think something that not a lot of people know about Defiance, Ben Davis, a great football player here. It was back when it was just all one division of college football. At Little All-Americans is what the small schools were, and then went on and had a 10-year career in the NFL, which is, you imagine nowadays someone from Defiance College ends up. And I know you hear the small school stories in the NFL all the time, but it'd be something. I can't imagine anyone having a 10-year NFL career.
Well, it's fantastic, and we cannot say congratulations enough to the Hall of Fame inductees as we get a pitch to Turner. Turner running right side. Just got tripped up past the 40 to the 41, and another first down for the Jackets. And you just can't say enough about the excellence on the field, on the court, or, of course, in the classroom as well, making a difference not just through athletics but also continuing to use that education to make great things happen.
And, we had Tiffany Selhorst with us during the third quarter last week, right? And that's one thing she talked about is, it's been a struggle really across the board for DC athletics lately here the last few years. Part of the reason why the move to the NAIA, I'll get it right, try to reverse their fortunes, right? And you can see some of those differences being made, and we've seen they bring back the old classes, and we see the players, we see the teams, and the success that they've had, and Defiance trying to get back to that. And, I'm sure these younger guys, when they see these older guys come around, kind of see what this program can do.
Handoff rolling right side. Out of bounds. Good run that time by Jeremy Brown Jr., the freshman. And Brown's seeing a lot of playing time, Randy, these last few weeks, and he's making some good things happen.
Yes, it's come at the cost of Cooper Sloan. We have seen Sloan more line up as a receiver, just trying to find that right combination of guys that they want to make plays. Speaking of making plays, about Jelani able to get out of trouble there.
It's going to be a blindside block, though, against the Jackets, a cutback block. This one will be coming back, I believe.
Yeah, Bill, you see Coach Nickell working with his guys. Yeah, you see Brown, right, the freshman. You got trying to make something happen for his quarterback, trying to clear the way, but you got to be careful where you hit someone at, and that's going to be the call, like you said.
Illegal blindside block, number 30, the offense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. 8th third down.
Coach Nickell, I like Coach. They spent the entire time while the white hat was explaining the penalty, talking to his freshman. And you can see, or we saw, I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but you saw Coach Nickell turn his entire body around. When you see this side of the guy, don't hit him.
So 3rd and long here for the Jackets. Probably play this one safe, not give Manchester any opportunities here. Warren somehow ripped that ball out of the Spartan defenders.
Yeah, the ball popped loose. They were going after it, and he, like you said, Jim, somehow won this ball back. This ball was completely out of his hands. He already had one pass knocked away. Somehow fought forward and looked like he was still going to stay on his feet. And again, it's one of those things you've got to be careful with him. We've seen his ability and what he can do when he can scramble, but sometimes you have to know when maybe the smartest thing is give yourself up and live to see another down.
Bolanos with the kick. Gorgeous kick, calling for a fair catch. This one will take a Jackets hop inside the 30 to the 25 and going to wind its way down to the 15-yard line. I was about 5 yards behind on myself right there. So a tremendous job of flipping the field by Bolanos, and a first down for Manchester at the 15. I don't think they expected a kick to sail that far either. They were probably thinking 30-yard line.
Yeah, you saw how short they were coming up. The wind earlier had caused some problems kicking.
Going in that direction,
and we see the flag still whipping around, but at least it's not causing as much trouble up in our booth. We had papers and everything earlier kind of blowing around all over the place, but that hasn't been the case so far. Yeah, that's what I judged on. You see the flag behind behind the goalpost to our right. And you see the flag whipping around pretty good, but you notice the flags on the goalpost aren't moving a lot.
So this time, really soft coverage. And they get the pass to James Thomas, number 7. Big time first down catch. They go back to Andrew Romero at quarterback. And he completes a nice one for first down.
The biggest thing for the Jackets, and I think we'll see more in the second half, is they just don't want to get burnt deep. So I think we'll see them, like you said, be just a little bit softer in the coverage. They'll allow anything in front of them, right? It's just, you don't want anyone running behind you wide open.
Hit as he throws. Romero completes this one. Another pass complete. This one going to Levi Campbell, the wide receiver, 5th-year senior. Boateng with the stop.
Yeah, you might even see Defiance and Edo Boateng almost did it there. You might try to see him gamble a little bit more, see if they can jump some rounds. Buzz looks like he's having a good time.
That's homecoming. Everybody's having a good time for sure today. And what's not to be happy about so far if you're a Jackets fan is they lead 21-0. Here's a handoff going up the middle close to a first down. I believe they'll go ahead and give him the spot, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Yeah, because of that first down, very workable second. You can do a lot of things, able to run the football, get enough. There just hasn't been a lot of running room. And then what I've liked the most is we haven't seen the big cutback lanes like Siena Heights gashed Defiance with last week. And we saw Siena Heights averaging, almost 10 yards a run a week ago, and that's not the case so far today.
The offensive line for Siena Heights was playing some inspired football last week. Handoff, fake the handoff. Romero rightly slides right there at about the 45, 46-yard line. They'll mark him at the 45. So a decent little gain on first down.
Yeah, pretty good ball fake there. You see him able to bounce to the outside, and you realize he's surrounded by nothing but purple jerseys, gave himself up.
2nd down and 7.
So give him a gain of 3 on first down of the 45, 2nd down and 7, as we're under 9:45 to play here in the third quarter. Jackets lead 21-0. Spartans with their opening possession of the second half. Romero has a man in motion. He'll reset to the right. Pressure coming, pass overthrown. That time looking for Campbell again.
Yeah, that was, I don't know if that was
Might have
confusion.
been a little miscommunication.
Yeah, I don't know if the receiver is supposed to run deeper downfield or if that was aimed for something else, but you saw the receiver cut that off early and come back to the sideline. The ball thrown further downfield.
Probably thought he was going to run to the sticks and then come back, and I think
so.
He cut it off a little too short. So the Jackets will reset on defense here on a 3rd and 7. The Spartans need to sustain a drive to give their team a chance to come back here in the second half. Jackets showing pressure off the quarterback's right side. They'll bring the pressure. Pass caught. Good job of the Spartans offensive line holding up right there, allowing Romero time to complete that pass, and he completed it over to Moss. Moss gets the first down into plus territory at the 44.
It did a nice job coming back to the football. Like you said, there was some pressure coming. Defiance has sent pressure from that left side of the defense a couple of times. You're going to see it here. It's going to be the top side of your screen. You're going to see a couple rushers coming in. Might have got help with a little bit of a hold there at the top side too.
That's what I was looking for, the flag at the end of that play right there, but none came. Hand off to the right.
Yeah, there's that pursuit again.
That's just good defense by the Jackets, forced them to string that out, totally running sideline to sideline right there, and just never able to turn the corner. Got the good stiff arm.
A little bit of a face mask in there.
A lot of face mask, yeah. It's amazing how a stiff arm on offense, you get nothing but face mask and it's no call, but the defense even just makes a comment about your face mask, and hey, that's 15 yards, buddy. That's 2nd and 11.
Right, the rules are all built for the offenses now, right? That's what. No one pays money to come watch defenses play defense. We watch football to watch you guys chuck it around all over the place, score points.
Pressure coming. Romero, down he goes. I don't know about you, Randy, but I am totally fine watching a 21-0 shutout today. So
yeah, trying to see who the first. I couldn't tell who the first body was in there. Might have been Richard Pope. I don't know if that was 42. Trying to see on the replay, and unfortunately, just a lot of shadows and a lot of light right in our monitor.
3rd down and 17.
Had about 3 players though getting
a
the
lot.
pressure right
again,
there,
it's
so.
every time. There has not. There. I mean, in the open field, there has been, but when there's the opportunity, it hasn't been a one-on-one tackle. There's been 3, 4, 5, 6 purple jerseys constantly surrounding the football.
Quick screen pass. Good tackling by the Jackets, and was that ball on the ground?
Campbell.
Now it looks like they're just going to mark the ball. Oh, they're going to say, is that Jackets' ball? No, he's saying 4th down. He pointed in that direction to give the 4th down signal, so I couldn't tell if he was pointing that way or if he was giving the 4th down signal, but it was kind of lifting the 4th down fist up that way. So
yeah, you saw Romero kind of sidearm that. Was just trying to get their timing right. They haven't been able. Now you saw Moss on this drive, right, come back to the football. Been about the only successful play they've handed downfield, but just trying to find some rhythm, and just hasn't been there.
And they run a platoon at quarterback too, so it's hard to kind of establish a rhythm when you're only playing part of the time. Bad snap. But again, the Jackets playing basically prevent right there as this kick is going to sail. Is that into the end zone? Boy, that's close.
No,
yes, they're going to call it a touchback.
Oh, they are.
That was close because that was trending towards the
that was angled. Yeah, that was angled. We'll see the replay here. And it's tough to tell just where it crosses the boundary. I know the official right there, but that apparently got in, and a big break for Defiance.
So the Jackets will take over at the 20-yard line with a 1st down. They lead 21-0 on the Defiance College scoreboard. And the 6:26 to play here in quarter number 3. Jim and Randy on a Saturday afternoon. It is a perfect day for homecoming. Could not ask for it. And we talked with Coach about that when we did that interview on Wednesday about how it was raining sideways, I think was how Coach described it. So we get a deep shot down the field and incomplete.
Incomplete.
Yeah, that was a tough pass thrown in coverage there. As Maury Mayfield, another 5th-year guy. It's been a lot of those for the Spartans today, just stride for stride right with the receiver, make sure that wasn't going to get completed.
The offensive player turned into a defender right there. You saw him with his head turned around for the ball, but kind of just grabbing onto the defender like, I'm going to knock that ball so you can't get it. Warren back to pass. Pressure coming from his blind side. He's going to hold on to this one, but he's going to be sacked. Good job of bringing the pressure by Jalen Grimes, the senior D lineman, coming from the right side of the Jackets there, his left.
Yeah, you saw number 13 come in, that extra rusher. And Jelani's done a decent job knowing when that one's coming, but didn't feel it that time. Well, he felt it at the end when Grimes wrapped him up. It couldn't tell if the pressure was coming. Is he coming out? No, that's right. It's number 5.
So 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Sloan in the backfield along with Warren. Sloan will block here. Warren rolls out to his right. Pass over the head of the defender and almost caught by the Jackets, that time going for Tristan Thomas.
Jelani had another receiver open short, and just the extra hands just broke the concentration of Thomas and just had it just go through the wickets.
So fortunate for the Jackets that wasn't intercepted right there, because that one went through a would-be interceptor's hands on the way to the receiver. Bolino's back to kick. Gets this one away, a significantly shorter kick. This one was not a fair catch, surprisingly enough, as he had a defender basically hit him right in the body.
I can't understand why that wasn't fair caught. That was the textbook definition of one that should be fair caught. No signal.
See on the replay, and catches it, and immediately he's got contact.
Timed well. Made sure you got to give him the room now, right? They have the halo. got to be able to let guys catch the football. And nice job, that coverage team. Make sure that there wasn't going to be a second kick catch interference call today.
Yep, 5:22 to play here in quarter number 3. Jackets lead 21-0 as the Spartans take over possession at their own 45. Romero turns, hands off. Little room to the right side, continuing to roll. He's going to drive the legs close to that first down. Good run.
Down by Burkholtz.
We have Ben Davis here in studio, and I think, Eric, is this mic good?
First down, Spartans.
There you are, sir. Why don't you give us a 1, 2, 3 real quick?
1, 2, 3.
First and 10 Manchester at the...
I don't have him in my headset, Eric. Let's make sure we got that on. There we go. Now I think we got you.
All right. 1,
no,
2,
much
3.
better.
1,
there
2,
we go.
3.
As we have an injured player on the field, now's the perfect time to introduce Ben Davis. We have an email from the athletic department, Forever 48. So, Mr. Davis, of course, you are the first player to have a number retired by the football team. What does that honor mean to you?
Oh, man, I can't describe it. It's when I was told that Defiance was going to retire my number, and it was the first number that they ever retired. Man, it was like a double whammy. I mean, I'm honored by this award, and I just really just want the best for Defiance. I want them to start winning, but yeah, it was a good presentation and a good honor.
Now, you made your mark as a running back for the team, and we've seen kind of the struggles that the Jackets have had in the running game this year once they lost Freeman to injury. But they've had some younger players really do a good job of step up. So let's talk about the importance of the running game.
Well, even on the pro level, the running back's position is being diminished somewhat. And I guess coaches are beginning to feel they can get 5 yards a lot easier throwing the ball than running the ball. We have Nick Chubbs, and we're going to use him when he gets well. So he presents a whole new element to the offense. When you got a running back like that can command the attention that they command, keeping those guys in the box on defense, you got to open something up as a thrower, a receiver. So, yeah, I mean, I think it goes in waves. I think if you got a good running back, then you're going to run the ball. But still with Kevin Stefanski, he gets a lot of get him. Oh, yeah, all right. Wow. But yeah, it's
the ball carrier.
It's you got receivers that are catching the ball with one hand now, upside down. I mean, so what are you going to do?
It kind of goes with what you said. I spent a lot of time watching a lot of high school football, and you see things at the pro level, and everything kind of trickles down, right?
Right. Exactly.
Colleges pick up what the pros do. High schools start picking up what the colleges do. So everyone goes to the spread. So what do teams do to be different? Now we're seeing the wing T come back at the high school level because that's the one thing. The options coming back because that's the one thing that's not done every day. And so we're going to see. I think eventually we'll see running backs kind of being more important because, especially it's a good point of the Browns and Nick Chubb. Not every NFL team has a big, durable back like that. They're using the small scat backs now.
Right, yeah. But unfortunately, they don't last long. You got to recycle that back every 4 or 5 years. I know that a lot of coaches believe in what they believe in. If they're running back, they run the ball, and passing, they pass the ball. As a defensive back, I used to love to make a tackle as opposed to trying to cover somebody on a post pattern or a fly pattern.
Romero back to pass. He's going to get pressured. He's going to get brought down at the 16-yard line. So a sack technically with a 1-yard loss there as the Spartans have been doing a good job of mixing the run in on this drive. They found some success running the ball on this drive.
Yes, yeah. Well, it's all about what's in the box, right? It's all about who they got stacked in there and what are you going to do. Defense, and most defensive coaches, defensive coordinators I've played for want to be able to be an offensive team. They want to dictate to the offense what they can do, and they know where the weakness is going to be. I think that's what Schwartz is in Cleveland. That's what he's trying to do a lot.
We've seen that in the first half of this one. The Jackets just wouldn't allow Manchester run the football, and we're seeing it here, tightening up inside the box. But hey, go back to your career. So they mentioned you're already a member of the Athletic Hall of Fame here at Defiance College.
Yes,
so
yes.
what was that phone call like? So were you expecting DC to have like, I've already earned my award. What could you possibly want now? And then well, we're going to retire your number.
Yeah, I got a message that Mark Miller had called, and I didn't know kind of what he wanted, but obviously I returned his call the next day, and he told me that this is what they are, almost matter-of-factly, this is what we want to do, man.
Hey, we're going to do this. Whether you come, don't come, doesn't matter to us. This is what we're going to do.
Exactly. And I was saying to myself, "Are you kidding? Are you real?" But that number 48 was a great number for me. It represented the running side of my career in football. The rest of it was defense and punt return, kick returns.
So you talked about how defenses will game plan based on what an offense is going to show them. It wasn't any big surprise that you made your mark as a running back and you were a standout running back. What did you see from teams on defense? How did they try to adjust based on your success?
Well, Kirk Mee, our coach here at Defiance, and we did what we want to do. We did, belly off tackles, and we knew how to block. We had an offense, a defense, and an offense that could block. And if we want to go off tackle, we went off tackle. So, and my deal was if I got there quick enough, I could get into the linebackers, and if they miss me, I'm gone. So we liked it. I mean, we were just an aggressive, strong offense. George Smart, who was the quarterback, came and think he was going to pass the ball, and he reconciled to the fact that he was going to be handing the ball off, and we kidded about it today. But it culminated in that 9-0 offense team record that we had in 1966. So
and a top 10 finish.
And a top 10 finish. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Did you ever, as we see the
go, hit it,
one man to beat. Caught from behind at the 45-yard line.
I think you got a new color guy. I can get out of the way. We can get a new color guy in.
The opening was boom. If he could have shot that way,
here you can see it again. Take a look at the replay here.
Yeah. Hit it to the left right now. Yeah.
And the problem is he cut back, and there's a guy right there with the tackle. Yeah. Did you ever think? So tell us how that ended up. So you're done here at Defiance, and what led to the 10-year NFL career?
Well, I tell you.
Did you think it was gonna? Was it just one of those things? Oh, I'll come and.
Well, no, I had a job teaching school down in Princeton, Ohio, and the Browns signed me. Well, the Browns drafted me. The 439th player. What do they call him now, Mr. Irrelevant?
Mr. Irrelevant.
That's kind of what I was.
I'm a 49er fan. I know a little bit about that.
Yeah, and Birdie, he's doing the job. But I tell you, the thing that got me a position on the Cleveland Browns in 1967 was punt return, kick returns. Leroy Kelly had just moved into Jim Brown's position, and they wanted somebody that could run the ball back. And I knew how to run the ball back. That's what I did in college. And interestingly enough, back then you could not stay on a team as a special team player. You had to have a position. The head coach, Bladden Collier, took me aside after he realized that I could run back, punch, and kickoffs, and taught me how to play defensive back. He'd stay after practice and go up and down. This is the head coach now of the Cleveland Browns. So, I mean, I learned a lot as becoming a defensive back, and I made a career out of it.
So had you ever played on the defensive side of the ball, even in high school?
No, I didn't play much high school ball at all. I came here from a prep school in Maine, and I didn't play much at all. And so, no, I did not. To answer your question, I did not.
They just find you walking around campus and, hey, you should come out and play on the football team. How does...
Oh, I went out.
Okay.
I went out.
Okay.
It was a postgraduate school, and most of the kids there had finished high school and were going... Well, Syracuse was the biggest recruit there, and you'd have to... they were trying to get the grade straight, so they spent a year there.
Okay.
So they had good players, man. Good players. I didn't play. But, I found football really there and then came here to Defiance and enjoyed it.
It seemed to work well for you.
Yeah. Hey, you're seeing me now, but you want to count the injuries? And that's part of the game. That's part of the game.
Right.
And the quality of healthcare, the advancements they've made in healthcare since then. Injuries that are like, 6 months and you're back in the game. Maybe back then some of those injuries might have been ones that.
Yeah, especially like ACLs, right? Someone would have a knee problem, they were done.
Yeah,
and now guys are coming back in 10 months.
Well, I had an ACL my third year, and I tried to come back in 8 weeks. I had a torn ACL. And, I was eager to get back. And, the pressure's on you. Come on, Ben, we need you in here. And you try. I went back too soon and tore the whole ligament. So you got to be careful. ACL is a whole year.
Oh, yeah.
It's a whole year.
We're into the fourth quarter with the Jackets with the ball. They're leading 21-3. The Spartans got a field goal on their previous possession to put something up on the scoreboard. Jackets still up 3 possessions, though, with the ball on a 4th and short. They'll turn in hand. And, that's just tough running right there to get that first down, Randy.
Yeah, nice job of the second effort there. Trying to find that right side has really been successful. Gabe Bookman's been a big guy, number 77 for Defiance. They've been running that way, but Cam Turner, give him credit. It's that second effort, that will to get that first down, did a nice job there.
So if you have a 4th and short like that, what's your go-to play call as a running back?
I like the dive. We call it a dive play. I like the dive play where the ball's handed off to the running back, and all you need is that tackle or that guard just to get a position. If he gets a position on his defender, you can just get right through there.
Yep.
But
that's
what is now the push, or hush push?
The tush push, the brotherly shove.
The tush push, yeah. That's what's popular.
Well, Ben Davis has been our guest. Ben, congratulations, and thank you so much for sharing some time with us.
Thank you. It's been a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. So.
Well, congratulations to you, sir, and thank you so much.
Thank you. And let's have a winning season. How about that?
There you go. We're all for it.
All right.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Ben Davis has been our guest, and again, the first player with a number retired by Defiance College. So it's an incredible honor, and it's an honor for us to be interviewed with him.
Wanted to study the roster. He's trying to figure out some of the new guys. So when the Hall of Famer says he needs your roster, you give him your roster, right?
You give him the roster, yes, sir. Sweep going to left. Turner. Brought down at the 25-yard line, and will bring up another 4th down opportunity.
Nice job, Blake Hafley, number 5, linebacker for Manchester. Hasn't been a lot of one-on-one tackles for Manchester against the DC players, but Hafley did a nice job there to bring him down to force this 4th down. Yeah, Defiance, you saw, when we're talking with Ben Davis converting the 4th down, I think you're just going to leave the offense on the field here and really try to stretch this lead out. And 21-3, you feel, you know what, I'm pretty comfortable. But if you manage to stick this one and add that lead, you're going to feel really comfortable. You're going to get one and a few more.
Ben talked about a dive play right there, but when the defense doesn't clog the middle on a potential run up the gut on a dive play like he said,
right?
Why not just take the ball if you're Jelani Warren and run untouched for about 7-8 yards?
That's kind of the evolution of the dive play. So the dive, right, in the 4th, the short yardage situations, the big thing is, right, leverage and push, right? That's what you want to get. So that's what happened there. Linemen are going to win the battle. All you can do is create just a little bit of space, and that's what Warren, Jelani needed to get that first down.
Caleb Johnson gets the jet sweep right there. Gets about 4 to the 15. See on the replay here, he cuts east-west. Finds that space, steps up, heads north-south. Picks up a nice gain on 1st down. And now 3 wide receivers to the near side for the Jackets, 1 to the top. Cooper Sloan back in the backfield with Warren.
Yeah, but the only thing I think Defiance wishes they could do is take about 10 minutes. 10 minutes of game time, put this one into the end zone.
Warren to Warren, complete. And it's going to be a 1st down for the Jackets. They'll be inside the red zone, inside the 10, so a 1st and goal at the 8. As the yard marker will change to first down, we have a Manchester player slow to get back up. That's Dave Paul, number 0.
He's going to tough this out.
Here. Touchdown untouched. Jackets run the jet sweep, this time to Tristan Thomas.
And Thomas has really stepped up today. We've mentioned it a couple of times, and he's had more touches. And he's able to get into the end zone, a big touchdown for the Yellow Jackets.
And that's actually, I think we go back to that previous play with Dave Paul, number 0. I think that was his guy. So he came
you saw
up,
when he went in motion, kind of struggled, coming across the field.
He was having trouble getting over, and I think that's where that opportunity led to, was why he went untouched going into the end zone. So good heads-up play by the Jackets to run tempo, sensing opportunity, and they punch it into the end zone for the touchdown. Sanchez extra point kick is up, and it is good, and the Defiance College scoreboard shows it 28-3 Jackets lead. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, at Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you. At Mercy Health, we believe your health.
Jackets Sports Network, 28-3 your score. Defiance punches in the jet sweep, and the Jackets getting ready to kick off. Interestingly enough, on this end, Randy, the ball doesn't get knocked down by the wind.
It's weird. Although my notes seem to still blow all over the place.
Fielded at the 5. Run cutting to his left, out to the 20. Stopped short of the 25, marking down at the 24. So decent return right there by Campbell.
My phone's turned into a $1,200 paperweight.
As long as the paperweight works. I mean, I guess that's as long as it accomplishes the mission, right?
I guess, right?
Don't have any spare stones lying around in the broadcast booth, so we'll have to make do. Mine's holding down some papers over there too, so I'm right with you. My elbows are holding the rest of them down.
A great conversation we had, by the way, with Ben Davis. I know you said it, and we took that break, but here's the guy who's already inducted into the Hall of Fame. I believe they said, class of 81. I know I've got part of my notes here, but comes back, allows them to retire his. I mean, they were going to retire his number regardless, right? That was something that
that's what it sounded
didn't like.
Sounded like Mark Miller told him.
Doesn't matter, like you're here or not. This is what we're going to do.
Good news. Good news, Mr. Davis. We're retiring your number.
But it's a guy that I think if we wanted to, we probably could have talked 3 hours about today's NFL. We could have talked about 3 hours about the 1960s Cleveland Browns. We could have talked 3 hours about today's Cleveland Browns. So really excited for him.
My math is right. That's longer than a football game right there. So we'd still be up here hanging out while Eric be trying to tear down the equipment.
But great conversation, and this is a thing that this program's talked about for a long time.
Nice move.
It's trying to bring these back, and the move to NAI is and we're going to have an injured quarterback too.
Yeah, he stepped wrong as he was going out of bounds right there. And he's going to come out, unfortunately, as Romero. You see, he sees the right side clear out.
Yeah, did a nice job with recognition. Yeah, and then it one ball fake, makes one guy miss, gets help from a block.
It's the very end when he finishes the run right there.
Yeah, and then he
steps on something, steps funny.
Well, he stretched out. He already had enough for the first down, so I don't know what, stretching out just to get what he could, and then I think that messed up the rhythm, get right that left-right when your legs land, and it caused a lot of problems.
Boston back in at quarterback. Big hit right there for the Jackets by Palmer.
Yeah, Vishon Palmer in on there, and is that Richard Pope trying to help out as well. And you see 42, and it comes in.
Lays the hit on Hovey right there.
And limits that to a 2-yard run. It felt like it was a lot more there, but just 2 yards.
Yeah, it felt like it was about a 5-yard run, but instead it was just a 2-yard run as we get a substitution by each team. So the Jackets have to, with intent, bring that player in. I saw that on one of the games last night where they had a player walk off with virtually no time left on the play clock, and they had to let him sub, so it is what it is. Jackets forcing Boston to roll out to his left. He was already down by contact before the ball came out. So the Jackets recover, but no fumble on the play.
Yeah, Vashon Palmer getting involved here. So already seeing him make a difference again. And not, I don't want to put it all in one player, but part of the reason why the Jackets had the trouble they did last week without one of their 4-year starters in Vashon Palmer, but it's really made a difference, and we all know what he can do as a defensive back against the pass, but you see him stepping up, helping out against the run. It's made a big difference today.
So a 3rd down and long here for the Spartans. Have to think this is 4-down territory at all costs now. Pressure coming up. Going to dump this one off. This one is caught and brought up to about the 46, so it'll be about a yard short.
Yeah, it's going to really
is a yard short, Randy.
Really change about what Manchester's going to do here. I imagine down 28-3 and
got to go for it.
8:18 to go, you're going for it. But yeah, just under pressure, able to dump that off. It's going to make this 4th down much more manageable when it's 4th and 1 as opposed to 4th and long.
So the Spartans in 4-down territory exclusively now, down 25 with 8 minutes to play in the contest as the Jackets make their 2nd set of substitutions. So the official, as you see another player come off, so a little bit of confusion by the Jackets. Surprised they didn't take a timeout right there. Timeout Spartans instead as the play clock was down to 2.
Yeah, the play clock down to 2, yeah, and Manchester I don't know if they're trying to draw Defiance off and didn't get the opportunity, but they're going to have to use the timeout.
Keeping Defiance College in pristine condition does more than create a good first impression. It also boosts productivity and keeps your employees safe and healthy. At Service Master by McCann, we understand how important a clean and safe environment is, and our cleaning experts work tirelessly to provide customized cleaning and disinfecting services to offices, businesses, healthcare facilities, and other spaces throughout Defiance. I also want to say thank you to State Bank. They provide a full range of financial services for consumers and small businesses, including wealth management, private client services, mortgage banking, and commercial and agricultural lending, operating through a total of 22 banking centers, 19 in 9 Ohio counties, and 1 center in Fort Wayne, Indiana, along with 23 full-service ATMs. We have 5 loan production offices located throughout the tri-state region of Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. Thank you very much to both of those sponsors of the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. So, Randy, 28-3, 4th and 1. We'll see what the Spartans do on offense here. Now, I've already asked Ben what he would do on a 4th and short. He wants the dive play.
Yeah, you know, and we line up in a shotgun. They're not going to get it. Lined up in the shotgun, only needed a yard, trying to get rolling downhill. And that defensive front, it's been that front 4, just an unbelievable game. I'm going to have to make a note and make sure that we ask Coach Nickell about that when we get the chance to talk to him before the next home game. But that front 4 has caused, not to say that they haven't blitzed, because Defiance has had a few blitzes today, but that front 4 has done an outstanding job causing trouble and stepped up and got a huge stop there.
They have, and it's been really rare that the quarterback, it's only been maybe, I'd say 3 or 4 times to memory that the quarterback has made a big play with his legs to be able to find a space, and that's been, you know, because of the great downfield play by the secondary. Tough run right there for Brown. Got kind of bent back.
Yeah, tough tackle, and good to see him able to get up and continue on. You'll see it here, just trying to spin, and
that left leg
just pops right up as if nothing happened.
To be 19, 20 years old again, and I'd be done.
Just to be in college football shape.
Deep shot. He's got a man. Oh, knocked out of the hands of the would-be receiver right there. Pass intended for Tristan Thomas.
Yeah, Dave Paul, number 0, is going to come up at the last minute here. We're going to take a look at the replay. Jelani had a man wide open, gets rid of this one, You're going to see 0. Nice job with the close. Just able, when that ball was juggled a little bit, able to poke that away.
And Thomas comes up. I thought it was just frustration at first when he stayed down, but unfortunately it looks like he's needing a little help. Already on the sideline, so no stoppage of play. He's safely out of the field of play, but the important thing is that we take a look at Tristan to make sure he's okay. Pass complete. First down and more to the 36-yard line, inside the 40.
Yeah, Jalen has been the safety valve for Jelani, right? And why not? It's your twin brother. It's easy to do. Stably get that dump off inside, turn, upfield, get enough for the first down, keep things moving here. I think one more score, put this one away with 6:40 to go.
Clean pocket. Warren steps up, takes a shot over the middle. It's caught. Steps out of a tackle. Warren to Warren. Warren to the end zone. Touchdown, Jackets.
Same thing once again. Threw that a little high, but a nice catch, nice hands. Jalen Warren, you see there, turns upfield, makes the first man miss. He's going to get a late block. I believe that was Desmond Garrett. Helps out, allows him to get into the end zone. A big touchdown for Jalen Warren, and I think everyone can celebrate a successful homecoming.
This is exactly what you want when you're setting up the schedule. You want that homecoming game to be a game that you send the fans home happy, and that's the way the play has gone so far today. As the fans they appear to be getting ready to go home happy. As the extra point by Zeke Sanchez is good, and the Defiance College scoreboard shows it 35-3.
That's a pretty big smile on Buzz's face down there. So if Buzz is smiling, then you know something good's going on. But I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen Buzz frown.
Yeah, Buzz is always. If you are happy with what you do, you never work a day in your life.
I don't think there's anyone happier than Buzz.
I don't think there's anybody happier than Buzz, that's for sure. So Buzz celebrates another touchdown for the Jackets, and we say thank you to Metzger's Printing. Metzger's is your marketing solutions provider, specializing in multi-format commercial printing, cross-media marketing, and fulfillment services. At Metzger's, we thrive on providing innovative solutions and quality service. We invite you to tour our site to get an idea of the tremendous range of services we offer. So that's Metzger's Printing, one of the sponsors on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. Thank you very much for your support. Jackets get ready to kick off with 6.5 to play here in the fourth quarter, and they lead comfortably 35-3. Teeing it up, kicking it deep. This one might sneak out of bounds before, and it does. So this is going to give Manchester decent starting field position. That be at the 35, Randy?
Yes.
So the 35-yard line is where Manchester will take over.
And they do have the option. You can either So I believe you have the option. You can make them re-kick as well, but they'll just take it at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, chances are, if they make them re-kick,
yeah, you're not going
to boot it out of the end zone or come
unless you get
it.
a decent-sized return. Yeah, you're not going to get it back at that field position, so they'll take it at the 35.
First and 10 Spartans from their own 35-yard line.
So now Andrew Romero comes back in. Romero turns and hands off, and the Jackets defense has really just done a great job today being all over the run.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised we're going to see Romero anymore. It looked like he took kind of a, I don't know, like you said, that was just, I don't know if it was a strain or stretch or something, but go ahead and bring him back in here in the final 6 minutes. Apparently the Yellow Jacket Live mascot making an appearance.
Not cooperating either. Trying to encourage the intrusion to go back out the window, but was not to be. Turning handoff up the middle.
The ball carrier.
Short run brings up a third down up to the 40-yard line of Manchester with 5.5 to play. Manchester, I think, at this point just wants to sustain a drive and put a touchdown on the board to feel a little bit better operations in general, and probably try to keep the ball in their possession as much of the rest of the game as they can.
Right, yeah, it's just
you're not coming back from 32 down.
It's a confidence builder, right? Just able to put something. One thing they really haven't done, just put something together, just a sustained drive, something that's they have first downs. They've put but it's just, can you put 2 or 3 of them together? That's been the problem for Manchester today.
Sustaining the drives. 3rd and medium here for Manchester. They turn and hand off. This is going to be a great run. Tough nose run for the first down. Excellent job that time by Hovey. You see him take the contact and the yards after contact. Very impressive on that run.
Yeah, we heard the hit up here too, just going one-on-one with a defender, and one of the rare times the offensive player for Manchester's won that battle. They're just able to get that first down. Now we do see Manchester driving into the Defiance side of the field. Do see some new numbers on the field for Defiance. I would love to tell you who everyone is, but
we have Justice Ashley on the near side, one of the defensive backs. And we have Josiah Jones on the far side covering the receivers up, but Manchester is content to hand off. Probably also Romero has taken quite a bit of he's taken quite a bit of hits today, so keeping him clean in the pocket and just turn around handing it off. You want to try to get as much as you can, run the clock as much as you can. You want to protect your quarterback though, too.
Yeah, and that was that handoff not the clean. I saw a little juggling there, and that one came in. But yeah, at this point, you're just hoping to kind of minimize the damage and hope you can keep everyone healthy. Still have, second half of the football season to go yet.
Yeah, we're only at the midway point, not even quite at the midway point. Another handoff, this one rolling left. Oh, great tackle there by the Jackets.
Yeah, just got tripped up.
That's McNeil, number 23 on the stop.
Yeah, just able to reach out. Got the legs, made the one-on-one stop to the outside.
That was a big tackle, too, because he was getting ready to cut upfield. Hovey was eyeing his cutback opportunity right there, saw the lane to go, but got tripped up at the last second. So 3rd and 9 here for the Spartans, under 3 minutes to play in the contest. The Defiance College scoreboard shows it 35-3, the Jackets lead on homecoming Saturday. Stepping up in the pocket. Take a shot downfield, it's complete. Good hit, but a good catch, and a first down for the Spartans.
Yeah, nice job, able to find the open receiver.
Kyron Hawkins with the hit right there, but not before a big first down catch by Dulamir.
Yeah, another fifth-year guy, Abdulamir, able to find that open spot. And we going back really to the third quarter, talked about Defiance getting a little bit softer on the coverages, right, keeping everything in front of them. That was the key there. Is when that happens, you're going to see some open spaces. Manchester trying to take advantage here as we'll get our final 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout coming, and we want to take a moment to say thank you to Paramount Healthcare, a proud sponsor and healthcare provider of Defiance College, offering a full range of health insurance plans and services to suit your healthcare needs. Paramount by ProMedica is health insurance by healthcare professionals. Find out more at ParamountHealthcare.com. And also, Defiance College Athletics is supported by Marco's Pizza in Defiance. Located on North Clinton Street, Marco's is there for you before and after the game for carry-out or delivery. Call, stop in, or order online for the latest deals. And be sure to download the Marco's app, where pizza is just a tap away. So, Randy, 2 minutes to play in this contest, and the Jackets got out early, played with the lead, played with confidence and discipline, and they've extended the lead. So it's been really about as good a bounce-back game as you can have if you're Coach Bill Nickell.
Yeah, and that's kind of what he mentioned with us when we had the chance to talk to him before the game, right, in our pregame, is that this wasn't going to be – didn't like the effort they saw last week made sure practice went a little bit different and made sure that point was made. And I think it was, and we're going to have another sack here for the Jackets.
Big time push, and there's some, like Randy said, there's some new faces coming in on defenses. Daniel Dodd, number 90, the freshman. Again, Daniel with a great push right there, and we get a couple substitutions as we have a third down and very long for Manchester. And I think Manchester's content to let as much time run off the clock as they possibly can now. Jackets defense just a little bit too strong today. And like you said earlier, you don't want to put it all on the return of a Sean Palmer, but kind of making that secondary whole again and being able to bring out some of the younger players, get some more speed on the D-line and in the secondary. Everybody has done a great job today playing total team football.
Yeah, still without Watts, too, so he's still not completely healthy, but
True.
You're able to see the playmaker that Vashawn Palmer is here. And it's kind of mentioned kind of what you said earlier. You talked about the offense, right? Manchester want to put something together just so they can score a touchdown. Well, there's a point of pride in the defense, too. Yeah, it's not a shutout, but your defense hasn't given up a touchdown. You've allowed a field goal, but it's also a thing, you don't want to be the guy last 5 minutes of film session, right? Coach going, well, we had a good game going, but we see this happens here, right? So, that point of pride goes both ways.
So the defense has certainly done a tremendous job of playing its complementary football today. All three phases have worked very well together as we get a timeout by Manchester. Play clock running all the way down. 24 seconds to play, and we'll do our final couple reads here. We want to tell you folks watching today that Alumni Varsity D has a long tradition of supporting and promoting DC athletics. Comprised of former varsity athletes, Alumni Varsity D pays it forward for the Yellow Jackets of tomorrow. For more information, visit defiance.edu/alumni today. Also mark your calendars for the Yellow Jacket Classic Golf Outing on June 14th, 2025. And the Purple and Gold Club has been advancing DC athletics for 50 years. The joint mission of community members, parents, staff, and fans, Purple and Gold supports the Yellow Jackets to elevate the student-athlete experience and facilities through a variety of initiatives. All members receive an all-sports pass to watch every Yellow Jacket home event with additional perks as well. To find out more or join today, visit dcpurpleandgoldclub.com. So the AVD and the Purple and Gold Club, it's all about Defiance College athletics and the student experience here at the college. And we really did appreciate when we talked to Coach Nickell the other day, talking about the service work that they do in the community, how it's an expectation of all these young men. Short hopped pass on fourth down is incomplete.
Yeah, Romero had to scramble on that one. You see, he never really got fully set, and that ball was a wounded duck the entire way, and it's going to be a loss of downs. But, the Purple and Gold Club, I know they're people, we talked about Mark Miller, right? So Ben Davis mentioned him, right? He's the one that they called them, got the ball rolling on what was going to happen with the retirement celebration today. And I know Mark Miller does a great job with the athletics and the Purple and Gold. And, of course, the basketball season kicks off the Purple and Gold tournament, which hard to believe is about
almost here,
6 weeks away, if that. So we're going to see, it looks like Defiance is going to take a knee and get out of here with a nice homecoming win today.
Victory formation, the favorite, I would believe. I don't know what that was. Almost a backflip. That
tried to be a backflip.
Turned into a safe kind of cartwheel instead. So victory formation, I think everybody's favorite offensive play. And the Jackets leave the field on homecoming Saturday victorious with a 35-3 victory. Randy, any last thoughts on a very impressive Yellow Jackets win today?
Yeah, good win, good bounce-back win for Defiance. I think they managed to do most of the things that Coach Nickell told us they were going to try to do. Now, I imagine if we were to go talk to him after this game, or we would have our normal interview if we had an upcoming home game, he would tell us that there are still some things he'd like to work on. It wasn't a perfect game by any stretch of the imagination, but after the effort they gave last week for them to come back and to get a win like this for homecoming, he mentioned it. Homecoming's awesome. Every game's a big game. You want to win them all, but especially homecoming. He talked about the people that come back and what this means to the community. Obviously, having guys like Ben Davis here, having all the Hall of Famers, right? It's just not the current class. It's everyone who is a member of the Hall of Fame comes too. So it's a big honor, a big weekend, and nice win for the Yellow Jackets here on homecoming.
So the Defiance College scoreboard shows the final score: Defiance College 35, Manchester 3. I want to thank our crew today, Eric Herman, the producer, and Randy and I brought you the broadcast. And again, we want to thank Tiffany and Garrett for Defiance College. Garrett did a great job of setting up that interview in the third quarter with Mr. Davis. And of course, we want to say congratulations to the entire class. Randy, I want to say thank you to Peyton and also to William for their work today. And again, it was as good a homecoming Saturday as you can get.
Yeah, it seems like when we are here for a Defiance College win, haven't always been easy, right? And there's been something, but this seems to be a nice, simple win. You come out, set the tone early, take advantage, you go from there. So good win for the Yellow Jackets, and hopefully this is something they can build on.
One more time for Randy Roberts, I'm Jim Bellamy. Thank you so much for tuning into this broadcast of the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. Defiance College wins 35-3. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you again soon.